Sleepyhead nigga. Yada. Smoke a Lot Radio. Hey, tap in, play and log in. Smoke a Lot Radio. We going all in. It's your host with the most cool auto smoke. Yuck mouth is in the he's house. You dig? And we back in the building. You know what I mean? One time, man. Network gonna tap in a little bit later. Lady Divinity had an emergency in the Bay Area. We were supposed to have Swifty Blue tonight. He had to reschedule. So we're doing it live tonight from the crib. He dig. You know what I mean? On the live side of the game, man. Let's let the nation tap in, the committee, the gang, you know what I mean? The mod squad doing their job, you know what I mean? And let the people tap in, man. We're going to have a co-host, you know what I mean, to fill Lady Divinity spot, you know what I mean? A great homie, you know what I mean? A celebrity homie, you know what I mean? Big BO-ROC, you know what I mean? LBC Summertime and LBC Dub Shack, you know what I mean? The big boy from Dub Shack, you know what I mean? It's always a blessing, you know what I mean, when he step in and drop his game and his knowledge, man. So he gonna tap in tonight. We also got McDaniel, McDaniels, the co-star and writer of the movie Boneyard that stars Mel Gibson and 50 Cent. So we'll be talking to that brother tonight. You know, see what he got going on. The movie actually just came out in July. So he's still doing his promo run. So we'll talk about that and see what's coming up with him. And, you know, we got to talk about the drama, man. A lot of drama going around about this Jay-Z, you know, Busby, you know, the lawyer, the Busby, you know, they going at it. You got, Lil Durk just got hit with another, ooh-wop, you know what I mean? Another murder for hire, ooh-wop. Second one while he locked up. What else is going on, man? Salute to Kendrick and TDE. You know, they did a dope Christmas free concert in Watts. You know what I mean? Toy drive, you know what I mean? For the people, giving back to the people, man. Salute to them. I heard it was a great event. I see my twin in the building, Goose. Great. We definitely gonna throw the link out for you to tap in, my friend. You dig? But yeah, man, welcome to Smoke a Lot Radio, man. There's a lot of things going down, man. We're going to get to the drama. We're going to do the interviews, you know what I mean? And we're going to talk about she's a yada, man. Let me wait for the people to tap in, man. I see everybody tapping in from all around the world, little boys and girls. You did. And big salute out to Smack. Smack, man. Smack, man. Big shout out to S-Mac, man. You feel me? Fig Community World, you know what I mean? Back on Fig Community, man. Salute to that brother, man. We had a dope ass time last week. Smoke a Lot Radio. Big shout out to Chris the Glove, man. That interview is out right now. Go check that out. That thing doing numbers, man. That boy, that boy S-Mac or Smack is a different nigga, man. But he definitely from the cloth. But that nigga funny as fuck, man. Now, I don't know if we got him a little. He got himself too litty. I ain't gonna say that because I just gave him a bottle and he drank what he wanted to drink. Nobody said, "Hey, passing him shots." He drink his own bottle and do your own. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was entertaining. It was hella fun. Smack is hella cool as fuck. I supposed to be coming on one of them things. You know what I mean? He's supposed to line it up. You know, they got schedules. They got hella podcasts. Hella people already lined up. So, you know, I definitely should be on they shit soon. You know, hopefully the whole crew, you know what I mean, to be on they shit. Me, Lady Divinity, and Network. But you know, if not, I'll definitely be on there. You know what I mean? But big salute, man. Big salute. Shaniqua, I see you, sis. You know what I mean? We're gonna be in the Bay Area this weekend. You feel me? What damn near the Bay, Lodi. You know, we got the show, me, Bila, Keep the Sneak, Hustler got the show in Lodi. You know, Car Toys, another charity show that we're doing for the children. You know, toys and yeah, we're doing it for the children this weekend. So free concert for the children, you know, in Lodi. So yeah, we're doing what Kendrick Lamar and them doing this weekend in the Yay area, you know, with the outskirts, man. Lodi, you know, over there by Modesto, man. So pull up if you out there. We definitely gonna show up and show out and give back to the community, man. You know, it's the holiday season, man. You know, that's why I'm dressed in red, man. Black Santa Claus. You dig? Yada huh? Let's get the boy in this motherfucker, man. You feel me? I think Vince is in this thing, man.
Finally, how y'all doing?
Vince, what's up with you, Playboy?
Man, just parlaying in the telly, man, right now.
I see you was making moves earlier, man. You was like what you was doing, like you on a promo run or something or a PR run?
Well, no, I'm just out here in Pomona right now shooting a flick. With Plymouth Boulevard, this group. They do about 9, 10 movies a year, and I'm fortunate enough to be uh, doing some acting in one of their gigs. A show that's being directed by Kevin Griveau. He's the brother that plays the big lichen who created Underworld.
Oh
You remember
shit.
him as the big black lichen in there, the big werewolf.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay. That's a power
yeah.
move, Playboy. Well, let the people know who you are. You know what I mean? For the people who don't know, give them a little history about yourself, Vince. You know what I mean?
All
I
right,
know that, but let the people know in the crowd and in the motherfucking chat. You know what I mean? Say what's up, Smoke a Lot Radio, everybody in the chat. You know what I
all
mean? They
right,
definitely excited to see you, and definitely we excited to hear the history, man. Definitely let them know who you are and what you've done so far, and we'll
all
continue.
right. Well, my name is Vincent E. McDaniel. I'm an actor, writer, producer. Uh, be directing here shortly. Got some things in the oven right now, but I've been in the game for a while. The most recent joint that I produced was Boneyard. It's a joint that I created. I wrote. I'm one of the writers on it. We have three other writers on there. We have Asif Akbar, we have Hank Bird, and we have Koji Sakai on there. And it was directed by Asif Akbar. So this film that I just recently did is called The Boneyard, starring Mel Gibson and 50 Cent. It's about the serial killer that was in New Mexico that killed a bunch of girls you know, that was out in the war zone, which is a neighborhood, known for, it's the hood, and these girls were out there doing whatever it may be, and some of them were known to be, working girls, stuff of that nature, and then other girls are out there like, you know, just in the streets hitting licks, dealing with drugs and stuff like that. But a lot of these girls were taken and were never seen again until, well, I wouldn't say never seen again. They were missing for a time, and they were found um, when a lady stumbled across some bones when she was walking her dog, and that's how all the victims were found. There was 11 women, and one of the women was pregnant, so there was 11 women and one unborn child that was found in this grave site. And that's Boneyard. That's the most recent joint. You can go out there. I got other things like Dead Man's
Hold on.
Hand, which is a
Hold on.
western.
Hold on. You're going too fast. Boneyard. Is that based on a true story about human trafficking? Or is that based on, or are you taking like ideas and
well,
you like, blended it with a fictional story?
it's based on a lot of true events. I knew some of the girls that were involved with situation. Um,
Okay. It
you
sounds like
know,
true events. That's why I asked you. I'm like, that sounds like what's going down right now. you
yeah,
know, the
it's
human
some.
trafficking shit.
Yeah, it's part of it. There's a lot of theories behind that. Um, we're still not sure if the murder has been found. Once you watch the movie, you can kind of figure for yourself. But one of the main things is I knew a lot of those girls, and we're raising awareness by telling this
Right.
movie because I have four daughters myself. So it's just paying homage to that situation, and you know they're trying to find out who did this. And secondly, we just want to make sure people are aware of their surroundings, the girls out there in the streets, and it happens to men as well, but it's just something to be aware of.
Absolutely. And to stay alert, because people are being snatched off the streets, people are being snatched from in front of schools, you know what I mean? So, hey, let your kid buses, pick your kid up, be there when they leaving the motherfucking school. Like, as soon as they coming out, be there with the car, pick them up and dip. It ain't safe to let kids catch the bus no more, walk
It's not like
home.
when we grew up, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
walk home, walk to school. that shit ain't safe right now, bro. They will kidnap your children, man, and you'll never see them again, man. So make sure you pick them up from school, drop them off to school, you know, and yeah, keep a you gotta keep like some type of like if they got a phone, you know, you could do the tracking thing on the phone. Or if they
Yeah,
don't got a phone, you can put a tracking device in their clothes. Always keep a tracking device on your children also if they're young.
definitely.
You know what I
Those
mean?
air
If they're
taggings.
older, you know, having the app where you could, I don't know what the app is called. My wife got the app to where she just got all the kids and she know exactly where they going with all
Yeah, we got that, the 360. Yeah,
the
we're using
360,
it
yeah, the
in our
360.
family too. Yeah.
Exactly. So boom, to keep a tabs on the kids. But you said two big names. You said Mel Gibson and you said 50 Cent. Don't those are two huge, big actors, you know what I mean, to even commit to this movie. So what made them commit and you know what I mean, want to even do the movie because they huge. I know it costs bread to get them in a movie, you know?
Yeah, definitely. One of the biggest things is, Mel Gibson did the Sound of Freedom. He was one of the producers on that, and this is similar to that 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 same cause. They were dealing with women or kids that were being trafficked in South America, and this was close to that because in New Mexico, we have the Boneyard, then we have a lot of missing indigenous women on the reservations that still needs to be figured out. It's crazy right now.
I'm glad you said Mel Gibson brought awareness. I was gonna name that movie. What is it called? Freedom what?
Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom, man, with the ATF with the agent that yeah went and did everything the freedom the traffic the women that was being sex trafficked and whatnot. But he was the agent. He did everything like went super
Yeah,
undercover, deep cover, you know, to find these missing children, man. So for him to do that movie and then double back and do your movie is amazing. He's really trying to bring awareness and he really care about our children, like literally
yeah,
that's being sexually abused and trafficked. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
killed
Mm-hmm.
and killed. You know, like that's what the Bone movie is about. Them being killed unalive. You know.
Yeah.
Welcome, BO-ROC, to the panel. BO-ROC from the Dove Shack. What's happening with you, my broski? BO-ROC, I can't hear you.
BO-ROC.
I can't.
What about now?
Nah, we got you, man. You on deck, man. BO-ROC, man. Welcome to the panel, man. BO-ROC from the Dove Shack, man. What's happening with you, bruh?
Oh man, you already know I'm chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? Decide to jump on here and let you interrupt my live gaming, you know what I'm saying, that I be doing on
My
Twitch,
bad,
you
my bad.
know.
I see you still got your Switch headphones on, man. You're going crazy. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, got to do it, man. Got to do it, man.
Mid game, man. So look, we got Vince on the panel right now, man. Vincent, you know what I mean?
How you doing,
McDaniel.
brother?
All right, man. All right. Thanks for having me, you guys. It's good to talk to you.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
So
sir.
he's a producer and a writer and a actor. So he acted
Oh,
in
okay.
the new movie with 50 Cent and Mel Gibson that he co-wrote and starred in.
Oh, with 50 and Mel?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
big boy
Boneyard.
movie called Boneyard. Where can they go see this at? Is it on like
Oh, yeah,
It's
wow.
Prime?
on Prime. It's on
On
Amazon
Prime?
Prime, and now it's on Tubi as well. And we're making our rounds, so it's going to be on all the platforms. But that's where you can find it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check that
Yeah,
out tonight. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Is
Check
it
it out
any
on Tubi.
action? Anybody getting shot up and shit? I like a lot of shooting in movies and shit.
Yeah, it's got a little action in it.
A
One of
little
the main things is
car
we're telling
chase
the
and shit.
story about it and everything. We got a little action in it.
Okay.
Some of the other stuff that I'll be bringing to the table, and and my next projects is going to be a lot more action. Some other big names that you're familiar with. So um, just working on those things right now, trying to bring them to fruition.
Okay, so speaking of that, man, let the people know let us know what's up next for you, man. Like any new roles or any, co-writing, like any new movies. Like I see you making your runs, man. Let us know what you got going on right now.
Well, I got a hot one, man. It's a hot one, and I'm working on it, and you know, I'm talking to some folks right now. I can't really disclose who I'm talking to about this, but I got South Central. My mentor, Stephen Milburn Anderson, is the one who created and directed South Central with Oliver Stone. And
Oh, wow.
my man's passed away. As I said, he was my mentor, and I'm working with his wife right now. I have the rights to South Central, and I'm
Oh,
going to do
shit.
a major reboot with South Central. And I have some majors that I'm looking at to play this, because this is a universal story. It's about breaking the perpetual cycle of you know the streets to the prison, and the gangs and all that stuff. It's a timely story that needs to be told, once again. But I got a twist to it, and we're gonna update it.
And it shows that you got father, you know what I mean, that really cares for his son, that's really in the son's life, like through the bad shit and the good shit. Even his father going through the bad shit, the son's still there. So it's a universal common thing that goes on in the neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sometimes kids don't even have their father. So just to have that on the movie theaters for the kids to see now, the new generation, because a lot of movies have to be remade for the new generation to do it. Like you see the Fresh
right.
Prince being remade. You see,
Yeah,
Coming to America, stuff like that being remade, to be, the kids haven't, like, so I know some kids that never seen King of New York.
oh wow,
Never,
yeah,
never seen New Jack City. Like New Jack,
woo,
what? But when they remake it, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, whoa, okay, that's that. You know what I mean? Now they know what we talking about. So yeah, more the story, man. You redoing South Central is gonna be amazing, man. Definitely.
uh, yeah, that's the next joint. And then we're
That's
developing some more stuff to shoot next year. Some TV series, currently, I am shooting the documentary about the Boneyard, where I'm dealing with the families of the victims, the kids, the mothers, the people who are left over, and dealing with this. And I'm speaking to the cops who found the bodies. It's very in depth, so we're able to tell the true story of what happened to these girls, and it's coming straight from the families.
Can I ask a question, not off the subject of that one, but back to the what you're doing about South Central? Now, is that going to be along the same script, or I mean, the same storyline, or is it going to pick up from where the last story left off, or how's that going to?
Well, I'm gonna. It's gonna be similar. It's gonna be a reboot, but I have a different take on the whole thing. It's gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the era, um, and I know where I can make it better, and
Okay,
for
okay.
this new generation, because some things were missed in the last production, and although it was a great production, but I saw some things that I can improve the production, and make it hit
like
home a
four, like
little more. You know,
like 4K. I'm fucking with
yeah,
you.
like 4K, and plus a banging ass soundtrack. I want to get this soundtrack. I want this soundtrack
Now
comparable
that's
to
where you need to holler
Above
at
the
us.
Rim. Yeah,
Yeah,
See,
we
because
you
need the
know.
yes,
soundtracks, man.
because that
You need to holler
see,
at us.
the reason I was asking that is because the kind of basis of the story, you know what I'm saying, is about the influence. You know what I'm saying? It's about the influence on the way that the boy was influenced. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Not just by where the way his pops tried to influence him, but the
and
way
Ray
he ended
Ray.
up being, yeah, the way Ray ended up influencing him, but that influence pertained to that time. You feel what I'm saying? That's when the crack era was big.
Yeah,
That's when, you know what I'm saying, it was jumping in, like they had him jumping in out the car, stealing radios and whatnot.
yeah,
See, that's the
yeah,
only thing that kind of threw me off, because during that time period, the stealing radio thing was actually way before that. The stealing radio thing was that was a 70s thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, 80s was the crack era. Wasn't nobody worried about stealing no car stereos or things of that nature like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just wondering if the story is going to pertain to, like, you know what I'm saying, the things that might influence our kids today. Like, you know what I'm saying, like Ray be a bad record executive, you know what I'm saying, trying to lead, you know what I'm saying, or one of these other cats in today's society that be trying to lead our kids down the wrong path.
A smash and grab, nigga, and he get locked up for smash and grab, nigga. Period. That's today's language.
Yep. See, smash and grab is today's language. And just really being, you know, the one thing that is similar is violence. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The violence from that time period, the black on black violence from that time period up until today, with the continuance of the black on black violence, you know what I'm saying? Usually behind, you know, street beefs, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't, not back then, it was turf wars, drug wars. Now it's rap beefs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Rap beefs are the fueling behind it.
It's turf wars and drug wars still, nigga.
See, but rap. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying rap music is fueling a lot of turf wars. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's they use
the rappers. Within the rappers.
It's not
shit that going on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, back in the day.
No, probably Chicago. Let me rephrase myself.
Not just Chicago. It's niggas in LA getting their motherfucking ass popped behind rap music and what's being said on the internet. Niggas getting popped right in Hawthorne live on the internet while they on live behind what they saying in their lyrics. Niggas getting murdered right on live. So it's the majority of the violence between the youngsters is behind these rap music beefs, to where they turn rap music beefs are now gang hood beefs. Whatever they little hood is or they little clique, they became a gang. They used to just be rap crews. Now rap crews are actually gangs. This is why you have so many gangs, because rap crews are now gangs. You know what I'm saying? A nigga get a little bit of money, he get a record deal, he's supplying his rap crew with the lean and the guns.
That's not gang banging, that's letter gangs. You know what I mean? The rap niggas is letter gangs. And letter gangs, they hang with everybody. They can hang with Bloods, Crips, all of them. And it's the different letters. You had the B, the C, the D, and that'd be the B, C, D, VDs. The Bloods, Crips, Vice Lord, Disciple crew. Like, they have all them niggas together. That's the new crew. What the youngsters do. You feel me? That's what all the letters from this side. Yeah, but it's still. I'm just saying it's still rooted in hip hop is one of the major fuelers of today's gang violence amongst black youth. Niggas is not beefing. Yeah, unfortunately. Nigga, you know, and what's crazy is. Let me lay right, not to cut you off. Let me lay right here. What niggas rap about come from the streets. So it's starting the streets first. The nigga rappers just brag about it, boast.
I'm not, you know, I don't take nothing. I don't take from where it started from, brother. The only thing I'm saying, I live in reality. And the reality is the majority of the black youngsters that's dying today is dying behind rap music. Rap music is the most dangerous job for a young black man in America today. What are you talking about? Bro, we talking about real numbers here, bro. Live in reality. Hip hop is being fueled. Hip hop is being turned into. Hip hop is being turned into a gang. It's turned into a gang culture.
Hold on, 2,000 people being shot in Chicago is all because of hip hop.
I'm saying it's fuel, bro. I'm saying it's fuel, bro. Yes, it started with cats like Chief Keef and them and all that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? To where it got heightened the way it is. The stuff between King Von and them different cats. Yes, it's heightened. This is exactly why Lil Durk is on trial right now, bro. This is exactly why Mo 3 is dead. This is exactly why. What's the boy just died out here at Snoop them thing. Draco the Ruler. You know what I'm saying? Draco the Ruler. You know what I'm saying? Gang violence. Yeah, Draco the Ruler got killed at his concert. At his concert behind gang violence.
You're talking about rapper beef. Still in that man neighborhood, it's probably street beef that ain't.
No, bro. Listen. They what I'm telling you is they neighborhoods ain't had nothing to do with each other. Okay, his neighborhood was nowhere near the rapper's neighborhood who cost him his life. That's what I'm telling you. Niggas is beefing with other places they shouldn't be beefing with. You feel what I'm saying? In the gang war, we beef with the next door neighbor or here because we fighting over turf. You know what I'm saying? We trying to conquer this area, this block right here and whatnot. Nowadays, you got niggas from one city, his hood and his gang beefing with a whole nother nigga from a whole nother state and city. You feel what I'm saying? He don't have them gangs don't even interact with each other, and they doing it because of rap music, man.
You're right.
And
I was just saying this shit today. The Drake and Kendrick beef is like Trump versus Biden. It's like Kendrick is Trump and Drake is Biden or Kamala. Drake is Kamala. Like, Indian and black.
Your ass is crazy in the mouth. Because they mix.
Reporting all them niggas back. They not like us. Am I lying? But you got two sides. Like it's either like it's real war over Drake fans and Kendrick fans. They are beefing, nigga. Like it's crazy, but you're right. You're right. It's real.
And that's crazy. Like what happened to Rick Ross when Rick Ross got took off on in Canada. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Prime example right there. Rick Ross ain't had no beef. He ain't never even met the nigga who swung on him ever before in his life. So his hood and you know what I'm saying?
And got it back because of beef.
Yeah, you know, and that would be a wonderful thing. Well, not saying it got to be associated with your particular project of South Central. You know what I'm saying? But it would be nice to have a story being told and a picture being painted to where they can actually, some of these youth can actually look on the camera and see how stupid they actions really are. You know what I'm saying? Because they won't pay attention to them being on the news. They won't pay attention to OGs like us having these type of conversations. Not all of them. But what they will do is tune in show, you know what I'm saying, or a hot movie. You know what I'm saying? And they'll take more from that than they would take from a whole hour's worth of Kamala Harris, Trump, or Biden speeches.
Yeah, we just got to reach the kids, you know, a certain way, and we got to be tactful, you know, to garner their attention because it's hard to keep them, you know, locked in for a long time, man. Because you know today's youth, right? So yeah, we just got to come up with that right approach, get the right content, and get them behind the message, man. Like, you know, we got to make it cool to use our superpowers for good, man. It's like this shit's crazy. Like everybody's out there can pull a trigger and do all this other stuff, man. It's like we got there's so many other things that we need to look at when it comes to how they're dealing with each other. I mean, we got to get away from that, man, because it's a big distraction. We're not doing what we should be doing in our community, is uplifting each other and working, you know, to change that. You know, then we change the value in our hoods and everything. You know, instead, you know, we got people afraid to come outside and this and that.
We need more Nipseys. We need more Nipseys, and we need more stories. We need more stories like Nipsey's being told of those who come from those areas, who come through that same violence and survived that and actually went out of their way, you know what I'm saying, to change their lives. You know what I'm saying? But one of the biggest
things is the economic empowerment. That's what's going to change everybody, because, you know, when there's a lot of violence and everything, that means that not everybody's eating like the next man. You know, there's not food on the table.
Like you said, you know the South Central story. Right. You know the story, and Yuck, you know this as well from being from the town. When it comes to money, you know what I'm saying, and everybody getting money, violence will quickly go out the door. You unseen dudes, I done seen dudes like from my hood, and we beefing with another hood, you know what I'm saying? But my homie that's really, really getting to the bag, pushing that weight, he get along with another motherfucker from the other enemy hood who also getting the bag and pushing that weight. And regardless if our hood is beefing behind the scenes, them motherfuckers is moving weight together out of town and whatever, getting major money together. So,
Right.
you know, even though that's on the illegal side, even on the legal side, prime example, what was going on down there in Atlanta. Yeah, that's where Killer Mike is from. Where Killer Mike was down there, and they was, you know what I'm saying, they was kind of getting real tough on the adapting the blood and Crip lifestyle out there, you know, and whatnot. And the violence was really, you know what I'm saying, going up out there in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, on some, you know, gang type war stuff. So what he did, he found a way to have them start getting money together, and he created Crip Cola and Blood Pop. You know what I'm saying? And made them actual registered companies and whatnot, and made them dudes out there part of that business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they had something tangible that they had to work together on, because it's one company putting out the blood soda, putting out the Crip soda, you know what I'm saying? But the overall company needs to be worked on together and built as a business. So not only was he teaching them business skills and getting them off into the business world, he was also giving them a reason to get along and squash the violence, you know what I'm saying? And utilize, you know, their talent for something other than killing each other over being Bloods and Crips.
Yeah,
look, that's dope. Look, let me land right quick. That's dope. They forgot one nigga. T.I. son. T.I. son still got caught with the pistol and with the jail. That wild ass son T.I. got, man. That nigga look like the most peaceful nigga. That ended up being the wildest nigga out the bunch, man. They
But you know what?
T.I. son, man. They didn't talk to T.I. son.
You know what? It's like that. It be like that every now and then. You know what I'm saying? It be one of them wild ones that come from wealth. Everybody who wild don't come from poverty. You feel what I'm saying? All these motherfuckers who turned up don't
like
just
the dude
come
who
from
just
poverty.
killed the cat in New York. The dude that just killed the medical exec. That cat's rich as hell. His whole family own. I mean, they own what part of Upper New York or something, or wherever he's from, Philly. Yeah, it's
And
wild,
when I was younger, I chose to gang bang, and my family wasn't broke. My mama worked at McDonald Douglas and Pitney Bowes, and my dad owned a mortuary. You feel what I'm saying? So, and this was during the height of gang violence. So trust me, it was bodies coming through that mortuary. My daddy was in a brand new Cadillac every year. Every year he got the new version of a new Cadillac that dropped and got my mama a new car. You feel what I'm saying? But I chose, you know, growing up in the church lifestyle as a child, I was sheltered away from the streets. You feel what I'm saying? Up until junior high school. You know what I'm saying? Now, I was a bad little kid in church, but I was a church kid. I'm in church on Wednesdays. I'm in church on Sundays. We going door knocking and different stuff like that on Saturday, but we wasn't Jehovah's Witness. We had church picnic. We had youth day at the skating rink and different things of that nature. That was my whole lifestyle. When I got to junior high school, when I got to 7th grade, you know what I'm saying, really late 6th grade, that's when I really start experiencing the streets, because I was walking to school. You know, my elementary school was close by the house. My junior high school was some major blocks away. So I was walking, doing a lot of walking. And then I'm walking with my friends from the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking, you know what I'm saying? And I just start getting more influenced and start seeing how my friends who wasn't church kids, how they was living and how much fun they was having and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And so I start gravitating towards that way. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to the dance. I want to go to Sadie Hawkins dance and all that stuff. My mom and them didn't even listen to R&B music. My mom and them listened to Tremaine Hawkins, Andre Crouch, Mississippi Mass Choir. If it wasn't gospel, it was straight jazz. It was straight jazz with no lyrics. You feel what I'm saying? So it wasn't until junior high school that I even got introduced to rap. Now, my older brother, he used to sneak. He had Parliament's albums. You know what I'm saying? He had stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I got a hold of the first Eric B. and Rakim album. You know what I'm saying? But
you you sound like a Jehovah's Witness, nigga.
Nah, not Jehovah Witness, Church of Christ. Hey, look, me.
No, I'm joking. You ain't gotta bang over me,
Yeah.
bro. I'm
Hey,
was it Church of God in Christ?
No,
just the whole shit down.
Nah, it was just church. It was just Church of Christ. They was strict. They was strict in their beliefs, like Jehovah Witness. You know what I'm saying? Didn't believe in celebrating Christmas, Halloween, or Easter, or things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So it was sort of the same type of environment, which was good for me though, because that's where I developed my voice at. Because in that church, everybody was required to sing. It wasn't just a choir. It had a choir, but on Sundays when it's church time, the whole church got to sing. You know what I'm saying? And so it was consistent singing, you know what I'm saying? I'm being around singers all the time, you know what I'm saying? So that's what influenced me on my singing vocals, you know what I'm saying? So it was a good thing. But like I said, when I got to junior high school, the streets life was just more intriguing, because it's like, okay, this is kind of
the church nigga ain't cool. The drug dealer's cool, nigga. So
but you know what? I found that it wasn't even drug dealing. I didn't run away from home and to get off into drug dealing. I ran away from home to get off into gang banging. I wanted to be part of a gang and gang bang, because for me, the gang lifestyle, to me, that unity, that brotherhood, wearing the colors, black and gold, sagging their pants, you know what I'm saying? You walking in the spot, and motherfuckers is fearing you, respecting you. That was the intriguing part. But once I got in it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm born, I see that I'm born with heart, and I'm running across busters. You know what I'm saying? I'm running across weak ones. I'm getting my squabble on and putting hands on niggas and all that. I'm like, okay, I can do this. This is something I was kind of born to do. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go completely this route. You know, and I went so much that route, I ran away from home. Wow. I literally ran away from home to go be part of the hood.
You giving this nigga a whole new script.
You know, to be part of the hood.
Okay, keep on talking about
that. Being intrigued by that gang violence, man. It was intriguing, just like it is today.
So you had money. You never ate government cheese?
Negro, let me tell you something, nigga. I had every toy you can think of. When it came to G.I. Joe, I had listen. Hell no, nigga. Listen what I'm telling you. I was born in a house, my nigga. My mama was a single mom. When she was single,
and right across the street, my mama lived in the projects. I could go across.
Hey, listen, when I was my mama was working at Pitney. My mama was working at Pitney Bowes, the paper company, when I was born. She was working at Pitney Bowes.
My mom had you said all that. Y'all had money. Look, let me tell you something, man. You are blessed.
Now, listen, I did go to the park. Now check it out. Just like I wrote in Summertime in the LBC. But like I wrote in Summertime in the LBC, I used to go to the park and get the free lunch.
Yeah,
I did do that.
Ritual.
So you did free
lunch. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. It don't matter how much money you had. You had to go get the free lunch at the park, man.
God damn!
Yeah, I had that dry ass sandwich. You know what I'm saying? That mother's chocolate chip cookie that they give you, and that little bitty ass fruit punch in the carton, the milk carton.
I give the nigga my cookie for that fruit punch. That little bullshit ass Kool-Aid. For that dry ass sandwich, you need a chaser, nigga.
You know what though?
When they give you peanut butter. Nigga, you need a chaser, nigga. Hey, man.
Hey, cause they give you this much jelly on that motherfucker, then put that much peanut butter on that motherfucker.
Come on, man. I need something to taste this shit. I need a double juice, nigga.
Little did you know as a kid, they was trying to get your little ass full and get your ass up on there. You put that thick ass peanut butter on there. Yeah, this gonna fill this little ass up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they was doing. They was actually filling us up.
Facts. Nigga get out there, play motherfucker smear the queer, nigga scrub on the concrete, get up like nothing happened. Nigga got all types of skin scraped off to the white meat, nigga. That ain't nothing, nigga. Throw the ball up. Let's go.
Yeah, because after you eat that free lunch in the park, you cool till you get home for dinner. You know what I'm saying? In between that time, you probably grab you some 9-laters or something like that, a little candy or something. But you cool on a meal all the way till dinner time. You know what I'm saying? Because of that free lunch.
Sunflower seeds or something keep you lit. Sunflower seeds keep
you in them streets for a little bit.
Especially if you play Pop Warner. You know what I mean? Baseball and shit, basketball. football, some good sunflower seeds. You know what I mean? Some good big league chew. You feel me? What you know
Oh,
about? What you
hey,
know
you
about
remember?
big league chew, nigga? Give me the
Oh man,
screen.
that
Stop,
What
was
you
it.
know about
stop
this,
playing.
nigga?
Stop
What
playing. The
you know
sour
about the
apple.
big league chew?
Stop playing. Sour apple, grape. Grape used to be my
I got the
favorite.
sour apple. Look at this. This is the bud.
Yeah,
Sour apple. Yeah.
yeah. Grape used to be
Yeah,
my
the
favorite
big
too.
league chew, nigga. It's stale in the motherfucker, but I had to grab one just to nigga the old school big league chew, nigga. They don't
Yeah,
know about
that's nostalgic.
they don't know about the big
Yeah.
league chew, nigga. I had to grab one of those just from just memories, nigga. But yeah, man.
Hey,
So,
so
but back.
uh,
But look. Let me tell you about
back
me,
to the
Bo.
film, the
Bo,
film thing.
Look. Let me tell you a little story about me, so he can add to his script. I was born in the motherfucking projects, bro. I was off the stoop around the same age you was, but I was influenced by all the kingpins and the dope dealers. You know what I mean? Felix Mitchell was a kingpin of the hood, driving Rolls Royces and shit, all that shit through the hood, fucking Cadillacs, all the big shit through the hood. But the thing was, if your mama couldn't pay her rent, he gonna pay the rent. Get back at me when your welfare check come. If you couldn't pay for your Pop Warner football. Football was hella expensive. You couldn't pay for your baseball or something, man. That nigga pay for all the kids in the hood baseball. That shit cost. You know
Is
what I
that the
mean?
brother who died in jail?
Yeah, he died in jail. Had the funeral with the casket, with the brought the casket all through Oakland on the horses and shit with the Rolls Royces and shit.
Yeah. I think I
Yeah.
seen a documentary on him not too long ago, bro.
That's my OG in my neighborhood. So I was raised in this shit, man. So yeah, I was off the porch around 10, nigga. Like activity, nigga, just really, you know what I mean, just looking out. You know what I mean? You called a lookout boy. So you'll look out, you know what I mean? You could throw money to look out. So we had the projects, the police come in the front, you know what I mean? You just be shouting out, rollers coming out, woo, woo, woo. And that keep all the kids shout out through the projects, and they get to the kingpins, they get the woo wops, you know what I mean, doing their thing before the police even get the hit. You know what I mean? So I start off as a lookout boy, you know what I mean? And then, you know, elevated to selling dope and shit about time I was in the 7th grade, like you said. And I got pictures, man. That's how I was in the 7th grade. Let me show you something. This gonna be the next cover too. This gonna be the next cover, man. But I'm from the city of dope, BO-ROC. So we was out there selling Hubba rocks. You know, crack cocaine was invented in Oakland, nigga. So we're selling hella dope, hella dope, super.
Yeah.
They're selling hella dope, nigga. And my projects was what they made. They made New Jack City from my projects. We had that shit. The projects was like the Carter, my nigga. Like Felix had that shit like the Carter. So they made the movie actually about Felix Mitchell and I think some niggas from New York too. A combination. But mainly about Felix with the Carter because he had the project sold up. But yeah. I come from the cloth of D-boy, you know what I mean, hustling and shit. So when it comes to this rap shit, I treat the rap shit just like the block, my nigga. You know what I mean? Like our vocals and our CDs and shit, that's the new product. That's the new dope. I know how to sell dope. I know how to maneuver, my nigga. I know how to sell to customers and shit. That's the thing you get out there fucking with and you know how to hustle. You know how to buy for the low and sell for the high. You know, that's what everybody do just in consumer shit, period. If you got any type of commercial property and you got to, you know what I mean, you got to buy for the low, sell it for the high. So that's what you learn when you're on the block. But BO-ROC, this is me in the 7th grade. Gucci sweatsuit, suede Bally's. This is the album cover, my nigga.
Yeah.
Gucci sweatsuit, suede Bally's. On the block.
Yeah.
7th grade, my nigga. So it's documented. Ask Numb and them about it. I turned Numb and them out. I bought them niggas to the block. It was grinding for my family and shit. But yeah, man.
See, when I ran away from home, big C Style, the person who started the Dog Pound.
Right.
Big C Style, the actual person who actually, you know what I'm saying, helped Snoop get on and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's who took me up under the wing when I ran away from home. See, the crazy part about Big C Style, Mr. Chris Bowden, man, that's you know what I'm saying, he not only discovered Crooked Eye and Snoop and the LBC crew and Trady and everybody, You know what I'm saying? And he not
Oh,
only formed
I
the
didn't know
dog.
he discovered y'all. I thought he was the big homie. He discovered all of y'all.
Wait, hold on, bro. He's one of the creators and the founder of the Dog Pound. You know what I'm saying? The terminology, the Dog Pound. You know what I'm saying? He was going to pick up Snoop and having Snoop rapping with him when Snoop was going to Marshall. You feel what I'm saying? See, this is what they didn't show in the NWA movie when they showed Warren G and Snoop walk in the studio with Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? It was Big C Style who was taking them everywhere to go to these meetings and go up there and meet Dr. Dre and go out to Calabasas. You know what I'm saying? Because he was trying to help Snoop get on rapping. You know what I'm saying? Way back then. But yeah, he discovered Crooked Eye. He discovered Trady, introduced Trady to Snoop Dogg. He created the LBC crew, discovered Badass. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Big C Style. He, you know, if it really wouldn't have been for him, you know what I'm saying, the Long Beach scene probably never would have been what it was.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
dope,
and that's not just on music wide. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind when he was on the Block, boy.
So
Keep in mind when he was on the block, he was one of the only niggas that had 17 lowriders parked on the same street, and he owned every last one of them, along with his Benz on Dayton's. You know what I'm saying? Along with his Z on Dayton's.
Where do Code 187 and Above the Law come in at? Because they was the ones who
they
had Snoop
Pomona.
First. They had Snoop first.
No, they
said they had Snoop before Dre. That's where the G-Funk came from. Remember, they had the Black Superman. They had all that funk. They said that's where it came from.
No, the terminology. No. Listen, the terminology G-Funk came from them. They didn't have Dog up under them. They was NWA. You know what I'm saying? Bud Law and Code 187 them. They part of the NWA Ruthless family tree. You feel what I'm saying? Cocaine, OG Cocaine is actually the person who termed the term G-Funk. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? That goes to cocaine, OG Cocaine. You know what I'm saying? He created that term. You know what I'm saying? Now, we were heavily influenced.
The term. Who created that music? Like, okay, the Bay Area, we had our funk, but who created G-Funk? And Above the Law saying they created G-Funk. The music, like the sound.
The sound itself came from Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is the king of West Coast music. Above the Law are students of Dr. Dre.
No,
everybody
to Dre. They produced their own tracks on the Above the Law album. Dre didn't do none of them tracks.
Listen,
that was
Above the Law was not out before NWA. Above the Law comes from up under NWA. Dr. Dre started making West Coast sound back before there was an NWA. Dr. Dre comes from World Class Wrecking Crew.
I'm talking about the funk, my nigga. When you play
NWA, the funk. I'm talking about the.
Hold on. It's nothing funky on NWA except Express Yourself. Nothing funky. What song is funky like from Parliament and Funk? But what is it?
No. See, you talking about distinctly samples. You talking about samples. You talking about samples.
Enemy. They did more break beats and shit. Like Dre was.
No, that's the singles. That's the singles. That's the singles that you heard. You know what I'm saying? That's the singles that you heard. You're not gonna tell me that Dope Man and Cruising Down the Street in My 6'4". You know what I'm saying? Was off.
That's drum beats. That's drums. That ain't funk. Where's the bass line? Where's the drum line? Where's the horn?
See, you talking about sampling.
That shit didn't come to the Chronic. And fucking fucking whatchamacallit.
That's the sampling aspect of it, bro. Okay, you talking about sampling. You're talking about sampling. Okay,
I'm talking about G-Funk, nigga. You keep sampling.
You talking about the G-Funk. You talking about the G-Funk sound. What's the first album you heard with the G-Funk sound? Was it not King T,
Above
Act the
the law.
Fool?
Above the law. Above the law.
What song? Because they had their first song was "I'm a Hustler." Dun, 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 dun,
Right.
dun.
No, the
I'm a
Black
hustler.
Superman. No, Black
That
Superman.
no, Black Superman was later on down the line, brother. I know what my homeboys are. Black Superman was not their first. That was not their first big record.
Single, though. Bro, if you got that sound already, what are we
doing? Even on
Superman.
Superman.
Brother Law came out in like the late 80s, the early 90s.
Yes, I know when Above the Law came out. Above the Law is a product of NWA. They are part of the NWA family tree.
Do you want me to call Hutch and let him tell you the story? You want me to call Hutch? Because he got to
No, you don't.
Who you calling?
Hutch? He bought G-Funk and he bought
Big Hutch. Yeah.
I'm gonna call Go Mac. Let me call Go Mac.
No, call Hutch. Call Hutch.
Call Hutch.
Let me call
because there's nobody, you know what I'm saying? Big C Style was picking Snoop up from junior high school at Marshall. You know what I'm saying? Nobody put Snoop on before Big C Style put Snoop on.
If he answered the phone, it's on, nigga.
Yeah.
I hope this still the same.
Okay, now what you do, now I should call Big C Style and get Big C Style on the line to tell your ass.
Got nothing to do with G-Funk. We talk about G-Funk. Hold on, let me get Go Mac. Because Go Mac know that he was with NWA the whole shit.
Where Dr. Dre from? Where's Dr. Dre from? Dr. Dre is from NWA.
I know that.
NWA. They all are the same fucking family.
We know
They come from up under Dre's tutelage. Everybody.
Just like, okay, look, check this out. Just like, let's say, your call has been forwarded. This nigga, boy, he sleep. Boy, nigga, look it. Just like the Wu-Tang is a whole crew of motherfuckers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whole crew of motherfuckers. Method Man and Redman sound is funky. It's way different from the Wu-Tang Sword sound.
Redman is not part of Wu-Tang. Redman is part of Eric Sermon.
I'm talking about when him and Method Man do their thing. It ain't no Wu-Tang shit. It's funk.
Yeah.
Period. Right? It's like when it's funk.
That's the Redman sound. Because basically Method Man jumps on Redman sound because Redman sound has always been funk since day one. For first album, Redman has always been funk.
I'm just saying, man, he brings that sound to the table. More of the story. When they do that album, Method Man brings that sound to the table when he does the album with Redman. So I'm just saying the style was brought to the table. Not saying that they ain't in the same crew, the same umbrella. It just was brought to the table by them. That's what they say. He said he is co-producing and shit with Dre. Like that's
and probably was. I mean, come on now. He was producing for a Bud of Law back then, and the Bud of Law was making. Bud of Law always made bangers. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know. That's why I know about. That's why I know about. That's why I know about the big records before Black Superman. See, I wasn't introduced to. You know what I'm saying? Their first big record was "I'm a Hustler."
Right, I know that. I know
that. Now they got me for a murder rap.
Album's called "Living Like Hustlers." Period. So I know the whole history. I've been fucking with them from the beginning. I'm not trying to say that Big C Style did what he did. He did exactly what you said he did. I don't know that history. I'm just saying that Hutch said that he bought G-Funk to Dr. Dre. That's all I'm saying. He said.
Okay. Now. I
can't say that he drove Snoop and them around. I can't say that.
This is what I say to that. This is what I say to that. Now, he might have brought sampling funk beats to Dr. Dre, but Cocaine is the one who created the term G-Funk. So Hutch couldn't have brought G-Funk to Dr. Dre because Cocaine created the terminology G-Funk, which was influenced by him.
Who is Cocaine with? Above the Law. He's a promoter nigga. That's what came with Above the Law. That's their umbrella. So
yeah,
that's like
but he created that with no. Listen though, but cocaine created that, but cocaine created that in his homage. No, but listen, what I'm telling you. But cocaine and Hutch is two different people. You saying Hutch? I'm telling you, cocaine. I'm telling you, cocaine.
Dr. Dre and Hutch is the same crew. NWA. Nigga,
no, but you just separated it. You just separated it and said Hutch and Dr. Dre is two different motherfuckers. So that means Hutch. Wait, no, I'm saying it came from cocaine because cocaine did it in homage to P-Funk. He had the Parliament sound. So cocaine created that term G-Funk. He created the name G-Funk. That came out of his mouth first. So Dr. Dre, Nate Dogg. Hey, listen.
You don't like to lose a debate, so I'll let you win. Let's go on back.
No, that's just. Hey, that's facts though. That's we gonna get at the cocaine, OG cocaine, Pomona can. You know what I'm saying? He the one created the term G-Funk. He brought G-Funk to all of us because he was the first one in hip hop that was mimicking George Clinton and brought that funk sound over into hip hop.
Where did the beats come from? I ain't fuck with you tonight, nigga. You got it, my nigga. You got it. You got it.
Hey,
but bro, man, you want to let the people know where they can reach you at? I know we done had you hella long. I know you got shit to do, bro. It's getting late. Just let them know where they can reach you at, you know, your social medias and shit. Let them know what you got coming up next. I know you probably looking for some hot models or some extras. Let them know where they could come audition at, all the shit. You feel me?
Well, yeah, you can hit me up on my IG. It's Vinny Mac 89. That's VINNYMC 89.
Wait, hold on. I need to write that down.
Vinny Mac.
Yeah. VINNYMC 89.
You can stay on if you want to, bro. You're more than welcome. We can keep this shit going. You know, it's on you, bro.
Yeah,
you know. Though. You can't just be silent. You gotta be, hey, on the hell no, man. I definitely heard.
Hey, I was spitting though, you know, because I got a business partner. He's from the Bay too. You know, he does a lot of work with Layla Steinberg and all them. And
shout out to Layla.
Yeah, and you know, we're working on some stuff, you know, some tech stuff and everything, you know, and y'all was spitting though. I was listening to it. And also, brother, did you ever do anything in Las Vegas? Do you ever spend some time in Vegas back in the day? Like in about 2005?
Yeah, I used to live in Vegas.
Yeah.
Did you know Amy Lane?
Amy Lane.
Was she a promoter?
Yeah, she was a promoter, white girl promoter.
I think so. I do remember. Yeah.
I met you over at her house because she turned me on to some foods that was making beats because I was getting some beats from my people because I used to work for this label that was in New Mexico, and I would go to Vegas and get beats from I forgot this producer's name. He has some dope ass shit.
Was it Wino?
Amy Lane, huh?
Was it Wino?
It was a light skinned brother. I can't remember his name for shit. But Amy, she introduced us.
Yeah.
I think because we were there with my boys. We had a tour bus and all kinds of shit.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it was like 2005, man.
Yeah, that's when I was. That's when I was living out there, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was living out there. That's living out there during that time period is what made me hate Vegas. I used to love Vegas before I moved to Vegas and actually lived in Vegas. Now I can't stand Vegas.
What made you leave? What was bad about Vegas? Let me ask you, because everybody keeps saying, "Go leave to Vegas, man." What's bad about Vegas? Besides the heat.
Personally, it's a spiritual thing. You feel what I'm saying? To me, just to me, that is the same reason I left Hollywood. Those are the closest thing to the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah that's on this planet. You know what I'm saying? Number one. Number two, it was so boring during the daytime because I don't gamble, I don't drink alcohol. You feel what I'm saying? So hanging out on the strip into the bars and the casinos wasn't a big thing for me. You know what I'm saying? And then it wasn't a lot of networking opportunities out there at that particular time. You know what I'm saying? So you couldn't really be in the mix. It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I can't go over here, pop up in such studio session over here, or be over here, somebody doing something over here, or you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. It wasn't popping like that. It was only popping for niggas who was pimps. You know what I'm saying? Niggas who gambled. You know what I'm saying? Or motherfuckers who
Saudis who fly in with all the money and spend money on the
and that year, man, that was when they had the NBA All-Star game and Pac-Man Jones threw all the money up in the bar in the strip club and went crazy.
That's was there.
When I met you.
Yep. That was it. Crazy. That was the. That is exactly when that happened, bro. That is exactly when that fucking happened. Yeah,
because I had a TV show back then too, on Telemundo. It was all kinds of shit popping. It was crazy.
Yeah, I remember. That's crazy.
All-Star Weekend 2005. You right. The All-Star.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, right. But being out there, bro, and then I went to a church, bro. Yeah, I'm saying.
Out there?
Yeah, I went to a church out there, bro, a black church. It wasn't a stable church. You know what I'm saying? They was having church in like a manufactured location. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it wasn't the actual church building where it was built with the pews. You know what I'm saying? It was more like a convention center type place. You feel what I'm saying? But this is where their church was. And they had a slot machine, bro, in the lobby.
In the church.
In the church, bro. And they call themselves being, they had the cross. You can win with you get the triple crosses, or they had the triple doves, or the triple praying hands, and all this. And they had a slot for real money. And they thought because they had religious figures as far as the things that was spinning on it, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
with angels spinning on that thing.
Yeah, it had to pray. It had to pray. One thing was the praying hands. One thing was a cross. Another thing was a dove. You know what I'm saying? And it was something else. Yeah, bro. And so it was a culmination.
One thing like the money that you could win, the digital money.
No, I think you won. I think you won when you got the Bibles in a row or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
The last one was the Bible. That's amazing. So
crazy.
You played it.
But it was a culmination. It was a culmination. This nigga said you played it.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Nah, and that's the thing about it, bro. I don't do no gambling. Even as far, the only thing I ever gambled on, bro, that I gamble on is dominoes. Me playing dominoes. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm sitting there playing some spades with somebody. Other than that, I ain't never shot dice. I ain't never shot dice in my life.
I don't feel you in dice, nigga. I'm a professional dice.
Bro, I ain't never shot dice. I don't shoot dice. I don't do none of the other little. You know what I'm saying?
Dave Chappelle made all the money off this rolling dice. He was the richest nigga off rolling dice in the Chappelle show.
Yeah.
I'm that nigga, man. I'm that nigga rolling dice. I'm from the projects, man. All we did was sell dope and roll dice, my nigga.
Shit, I used to make money off Madden. Shit, I used to pay my rent, fucking niggas off with Madden.
Is that right?
Hell yeah.
Nigga, the Madden bets was serious, boy.
Yeah. See, I ain't never.
We used to have tournaments and shit. Yeah.
I ain't never been into gambling like that. Like I said, that just never was my thing. Like I said,
video games. You ain't gambled on a game yet?
That's video game. That's video game money.
That's gambling.
But as far as
you ain't bet on a 2K, you're like, nigga, I got 100. I spank you. You ain't bet on the 2K game?
Nah. That's the same. I might as well shoot dice or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? See, here my thing is. You know what I'm saying? I know me, bro, and I know me, and when it come to gambling, something like gambling, that's just a hard debt for me to pay, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I got, you know what I'm saying, you give me some goods, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. If I owe you some money or anything like that, I have no problem paying. But when it comes to gambling, you know what I'm saying? Me sitting there losing my money, and I'd have seen some niggas walk away from gambling tables, boo-hoo, crying like, nigga, that was my rent, nigga. I'm like, my nigga, you gambled off your,
That's when I
you
quit
gambled off
gambling. I lost
your
my
rent.
rent.
That's where you fuck
What?
up, my nigga. See, you supposed to have a
See, you got
gambling
to that,
budget.
and that's why.
You gotta
Hey,
have a
listen, that's why I
gambling
never got off
budget.
into gambling, because
You
I ain't
gotta have
never
a
want to be
gambling
one of those type of. I never want to
No.
be one of those type of persons.
You never bet the bank. You go there with a gambling budget, a soft thou wow. If you lose the thou wow, go home. Period.
No, you go. No, you don't go. You go there. You go there. You keep your thou wow in the pocket, and you enjoy watching other motherfuckers you lose their thou wow. That's what you do.
No. If you a player from the Himalayas, bro, if you got a couple baddies and they walk and you walk through the casino like, hey, baby, we want to play some motherfucking blackjack, or we want to play some dice. It looks sexy. I'm gonna throw some money out there for the girls to roll. Boom, let the girls roll. Boom, boom. That's sexy. Throw a soft 1,000, man. Girls be having a high hand.
See, now here's the thing.
I'm a bet on the field.
It's sexy to who?
To the nigga that
I'm actually, it's sexy to who? Because for a nigga like me, no, see, but for and listen here.
I'm married now.
Let me listen. That ain't never been me. That ain't never been me. That ain't never been me. Listen here, not me.
Let me tell
that ain't never. Hey, listen, that ain't never been me. Hey, listen, town business, bro. You know what I'm saying? No. Same reason I don't go to strip clubs. No. Places are tricks. You know what I'm saying? We don't do no tricking around here, bro. We don't do no tricking around here.
I can't tell my story.
Go on, tell your story.
Two baddies, right? What that means? Management, right? Pure management. How you don't know? It's the 1,000 they gave me. Now you playing games. Now we could play with their money that they. Now we could play. Because I used to manage back in the day. You seen all the porno movies with my tattoos and that motherfucker on the females. You know I used to manage back in the day. That was right around the same. So yeah, man, I used to sock it to a nigga wallet for the management fee. So we could go play in the management fee. We had a good night. Hey, we lose, we don't. Period. My
management fee went towards something else.
If both had a great weekend, man, we could blow 1,000. If the girls want to gamble, they want to blow 1,000 on gambling. Fuck it. If they want to blow 1,000 on buying some purses, nigga, they had a great night. Go and live. They wanted to gamble.
If they do, that's fine. If they do with what they made. If they do with what they made, that's fine.
Money. We could blow 1,000 to celebrate. We about another 1,000, 2-3 thou just go buy bottles and shit and chill at the club. Fuck off. I'm not finna let no white man, Asian man, Mexican man, a black man sitting on the other end of no green ass table, you know what I'm saying, who gonna collect his check, take my money, or anybody that take my money and walk the fuck away with my motherfucking money. That's not finna happen. You're not finna walk away with my bread. It's not finna happen. That's what my girls that I was managing do. Because you know the Saudis and the rich guys want arm candy while they gambling. And they throwing chips here, $1,000.
Yeah, that's part of the culture. They out there flossing like a motherfucker.
Hold on. Them bitches are racked up a soft 30 bands. So yeah, we could blow 1,000 on the motherfucking table, man. They want to gamble. I operated different.
No, listen. I don't knock that. But I operated different. See, me, when mine went, when that went, I was nowhere around. You feel what I'm saying? I'm over with peas having chopped up conversation. You know what I'm saying? Sitting over there having a smoke or something like that.
The bitches can't walk
No.
that bread. I gotta
No. Now we got a program. You know what to do. You know what to do when you get it.
I need every love you get.
I ain't nowhere. I ain't nowhere in the vicinity. Hell to the no.
Boy,
That is not what I'm
I
doing.
elected, nigga. Boy, are you
You know what I'm
serious?
saying? Nah,
I,
drop it,
I,
drop it off,
put
drop it
it
off.
in my
Go to
hand.
hey, listen, nope,
Yeah,
that wasn't
yeah, yeah,
me.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
You know what? You
Nah,
know what
nah.
PIMP mean? Put it in my pocket. That's what pimp
Yep,
means. Put it in my
yep,
pocket, my nigga.
yep.
Put
When it's that when it's
yeah,
that
and
time, when it's that time, when it's
and
that
we
time.
and we in Vegas. That's when they get knocked for your for your work or for your management. You know what I mean? So
Nah,
yeah,
nah,
I'm
nah,
going
nah,
out there, nigga. I ain't
nah, nah.
Yeah. So when did you leave Vegas, man?
Actually,
I was back in the day
2008,
though, man. Same, same.
2000,
I mean, yeah.
2008.
Oh,
I left. Yep, 2000 into 2007, beginning of 2008, man. When Floyd was moving out the studio on Charleston. We used to record at Floyd Mayweather studio on Charleston all the time. That was my hangout daily.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when he got ready to move the studio, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, um, you know what I'm saying? It really got super goddamn boring. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, every day I'm at his studio. I'm at the Mayweather studio. You know what I'm saying? His recording studio, hanging out there. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. That gave a nigga something to do every day in Vegas during the daytime, because you know the strip
You gotta
don't
be with
turn
the
up
money
till
team.
the strip don't turn up till nighttime. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? So Vegas is basically really dead in the daytime if you're not a nine to people who in Vegas who don't mind living in Vegas, most times are people who punch a clock. You feel what I'm saying? So they spend their days punching the clock, going to work. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
therefore they don't
They're
mind,
normal.
because by the time they get off work, then they have the nightlife that they go enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Go to Drea's, go hit the different little spots, you know what I'm saying, and all this different stuff. But like I said, for a person like me, you know what I'm saying, who at that time was, heavy on my music stuff and all that, it wasn't a bunch of people in studios on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Right.
I'm not gonna say that. It was a bunch of it's always been a bunch of up and coming dudes everywhere you go that got studios. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody who I felt was professional, or nobody who I felt was really on the verge of pushing their career anywhere to where I would want to spend that vested time. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, hang out there, studio. The closest person that had anything popping like that was Floyd Mayweather at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I spent all my time at his studio, you know what I'm saying, working with the artists, recording over there, or just chilling and hanging out and blowing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when he got ready to shut that down, because something happened over there, shooting happened over there. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And
Hey,
So
you
he
know
had to
that
move it
nigga Hayes?
around.
Rest in peace. With
yeah,
Hayes around, that was his artist, Hayes from
yeah,
Detroit.
yeah,
That committed suicide when Floyd was
yeah,
talking to him.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's my
Mm.
nigga
That's when he
Hayes,
was
man.
around. Him and the money bag. He had a dude from Philadelphia named Moneybag before Moneybag Yo. You know what I'm saying? Them was some of the main artists that he had at that time that he was getting ready to push out. But that area was over there was bad. It was turned up, so a shooting ended up happening over there. I think it actually happened in the parking lot area or something over there. So he moved his studio out of there. He just shut the studio down, shut the whole music label thing down as far as a studio, and Wino ended up getting it. Wino Coolio's producer and DJ, the homie Wino.
Mm. Okay.
You know, that's who ended up.
Yeah.
He actually ended up buying the studio from Floyd.
Uh, yeah, man. Everything in Vegas now is like a lot of film stuff right now because since about 2019, I've been out there producing films, and my producing partner Asif Akbar, who actually directed the Boneyard, lives out there, and he's got a post production studio, and they do sound, all kinds of stuff. So Vegas has picked up a lot as far as film, and that whole little community. There's a bunch of groups out there now, investing in studios
Oh, so
and
they
when
opened up some new film studios out there?
yeah, well they're building right now because that's where we shot the Boneyard. We had Mel Gibson out in Las Vegas, him and 50, and once we finished shooting that, Mel hooked up with Mark Wahlberg. They shot a flick, and now Mark lives in Vegas, so he's got a lot of influence, and he has a bunch of studios that are coming out there
Oh,
trying
so
to build some major
that's why he
shit.
sold the mansion out here. He sold his house in LA, so that's where he came to Vegas, huh?
Yeah, went to Vegas out there. Everybody's running from his taxes and shit. Las
Is
Vegas
so
has a better
that's
tax
where you're
structure.
that's where you reside at in Vegas?
No, I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh shit, where
You
Exhibit
Yeah.
is from.
away from all
That's
the
where
Yep.
bullshit.
hey, that's where Exhibit is originally from.
Exhibit comes from small town. My boy Nick, Exhibit, all those cats. I came from D Funk, Desert Funk Mob,
Okay,
back in the
okay,
day.
okay,
Yeah.
Where's
okay.
small
That's
town? Is that a set, a street?
No, small town's a group. It was a hip hop group back in the day. That's
Oh,
where Exhibit started with. He left there, hooked up with Loud Records, the Licks and King T, and the rest is history. I believe his girl or somebody with his girl that worked for Loud Records, because we was doing shows out in New Mexico, in Albuquerque. He was out
yeah,
there slanging dope,
yeah,
and
he moved to California and moved to Venice, California. You know what I'm saying? We used to hang out. We used to hang out real tough when he stayed in Venice. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
good. That's good peoples.
that
But
nigga was
that's
off. That nigga's damn near off Pico, man. That nigga was over there in the Mansfields, man. He lived around the corner from Fats. We used to be able to
nah.
walk to that nigga house.
He
That's
started
when
off
he
in
got
Venice.
signed. That's when he got signed to Loud, though. That's when he got signed to Loud. He lived over there.
Okay.
I don't know when he
Yeah.
first came, when he first touched down, but that nigga definitely was right around. We walked to that nigga house because Snaggerpuss was over there from New York. He lived around the corner too, and Fats lived. We all right there. Fuck with it. You know what I mean? I
Fats.
didn't
What
live there.
Fats?
Fats Barcelini used to live over there,
Oh yeah.
the Mansfield.
I remember.
So,
Oh yeah. I remember Fats Barcelini.
well, so I was over there
Yeah.
picking.
When I met him, I was staying in the Venice area off Sepulveda in Venice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, right.
Yeah, he was over that area. What's the name? Used to stay in Venice too. Kid Frost was staying over in Venice at that time,
Kid
and
Frost.
he was staying with the
He comes to
I f-
Albuquerque a lot. We got a lot of the same homies. Kid
Nigga,
Frost.
oh
Tone Loc was over in that area too. Nigga, Bone Thugs pulled up the Tone Loc house, knocked on that nigga door. He told them niggas to beat it.
yeah, he was off San Vicente.
Yeah, he was right there. Nigga, you pull
Yeah,
right up. Nigga, Laylaw took me
yeah,
to his house. Rest in peace.
Bone
That was
yeah.
Thugs
See,
be in Albuquerque a lot. Like Sloan, Lazy, and all them niggas, they be out there. My boy Six is a big promoter. He's like the biggest promoter out in New Mexico.
yeah, Sloan,
He's
yeah,
my
always
guy.
Sloan
dropping
Lazy,
them.
my guy.
Sloan
All
from
them.
my hood. That's my homie from my hood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he
Yeah,
from Long
Sloan
Beach.
Bone. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the homie.
Yeah.
That's Spam Bam right there.
Hey, that nigga good money, man. I fuck with him the long way. That's my nigga, man. All y'all Long
Yeah,
Beach niggas is solid, man. I fuck with y'all for real. Y'all super solid. You solid as fuck too,
yeah.
bro. Super
Good
solid.
looking. Yeah, we fucks with the Bay, man.
Y'all
Remember when I
remind
first
me of the Bay
remember
nigga.
I t- yeah, maybe I told you when I first met you, nigga, like the Bay is like my second home, nigga. Nigga done lived in Concord, Martinez, stayed on 52nd by the BART station. My first trip to juvenile hall was in the Bay, Contra Costa County Juvenile Hall.
Oh,
Before I even ever touched a juvenile hall or got caught by the police in Long Beach or LA, I got caught up north. To tell you how I was, I ran away from home at a young age, bro. And I was all the way, by the time Colors came out, nigga, I was living in Concord already. In
Mm.
Concord, California. We was up there selling dope, you know what I'm saying, doing burglaries, you know what I'm saying, all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And the homies came up there. I remember Colors that just came out. What made us leave from up there? Some of the homies came up there. I was telling them it's wide open for the dope, wide open for the dope. So some of the homies got on the freeway and drove all the way up from Long Beach. Took that 8-9 hour trip. Nigga, them niggas stopped at a Winchell's or something. Nigga, but I don't know why the niggas drove up there, had the blue Pendletons on. Back then, niggas wear the rollers in their head, the blue rollers and all that. And Colors was still in the movie theater, so all the violence was going on. Nigga, by the time the next day, them niggas is on the front page of the Metro section of the Contra Costa County newspaper. Somebody snapped a shot of them in Winchell's, nigga, and the headline reads, Crips invade Northern California.
Oh,
And it had a picture of all them niggas'
Yeah.
faces, clear as day, inside of Winchell's ordering.
Come
Nigga,
on.
them, hey, niggas was on the freeway the next day. Back to Long Beach. Back to Long Beach. Back to Long Beach.
Nah,
That's
Oakland,
crazy.
they wasn't stepping that shit in Oakland, but everywhere else on the outskirts, they was blood and cripping. But Oakland wasn't stepping that shit. But Frisco, Sacramento, shit, Stockton, Modesto, all that shit is gang bang.
No, not at that time. At that time, the Bay brothers up there, they was on their violence, but it was something about their blackness to where they did not like the cripping and blood and thing that was going on.
That was like
You
Black
feel what I'm
Panther
saying?
time, literally
Yeah,
militant.
because I
Oakland
remember clashing with a brother named Junebug from Richmond. Yeah, I'm saying, and a couple when I got to Contra Costa County Juvenile Hall, I was clashing with niggas just because they did not like the fact that I was a Crip. You know what I'm saying? That I was a Crip from down there. They was like, you know, that gang banging shit stupid. You know that motherfuckers was on my head about the whole gang banging aspect of niggas killing each other over colors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I got
Richmond, another spot that didn't fuck with the gang banging at all. That's right next to us, though. That's like fucking Watts and Compton. That's right next to each other, literally.
Yeah, you know, and Warren G and them grandma from they was from they stayed in the Frisco in the Fillmores projects.
Wow. You know
I
what?
remember Warren
Jay Prince to Oakland. He got a lot of family in Oakland. You know, that's what brought him.
I remember we came out there to perform at Summer Jam, KMEL Summer Jam with Warren G, and we went over to the Fillmore projects for him to see his grandma. We all rode over there.
That's crazy.
Hey, you was signed to Rap a Lot, wasn't you? At one point.
Yep.
You remember Michael Mack?
Yeah, Mike Mack. That's still my guy. Yeah, Mike
Okay.
Mack.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Mike Mack, man. He used to work at Version too.
Yeah, that was one of my cousins. Because I'm originally from Texas. That was one of my cousin's best friends, man. My cousin passed some time ago, but yeah, he's the one who introduced me to Michael Mack in the '90s.
Yeah, man. He used to work at Version / Rap a Lot all in one. You know what I mean?
Man, I'm finna go out. I'm finna go out to Texas, man. I'm finna go out there probably at the beginning of the year. Go shoot a video with my boy Big Sumo. You know what I'm saying? Big Sumo. You know what I'm saying? The one that Snoop posted up on his page. Not the one that's having not the one that's going back and forth with Snoop now. But the first kind of big guy who Snoop posted up, who was on stage killing it at one of his shows. Snoop posted up one of his performances. But me and him got a joint
not
together.
the nigga that's on Life Alert. Not the nigga that got the tubes and shit.
Nah, hell nah. Nah, see, with Snoop, you know what I'm saying? See, dude took it the wrong way. Snoop was actually just, you know what I'm saying, showing him some love. And you know what I'm saying? If he would have took it that way, you know what I'm saying, it would have been better for him. You know what I'm saying? The homie Sumo, you know what I'm saying, when Snoop posted him, you know what I'm saying, he posted him, you know what I'm saying, he was up on stage killing it at the time. He was in the middle of like busting and everybody was posting up the performance. So Snoop had reposted it too. You know what I'm saying? So we end up connecting, come to find out, you know what I'm saying? He a huge Dove Shack fan. We got some music together. So I'm going out there probably beginning of the year, and I'm gonna stay out there for probably like 2 weeks.
Where's he at now?
Just work. He in Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna stay out there and just work, you know, because you know, I ain't been out there since we recorded on the Dove Shack album. You know, we did some work with Crazy C. You know, he did 2 songs on our first album, but Def Jam had us go out there and record out there in Houston. You know, when we first worked on the album. So I ain't never been back, but it was all love. But that whole Houston network, that whole Texas network, you know what I'm saying, on how they able to, you know what I'm saying, sustain in the music industry with making music for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Which you know, like when you look at like things like the screwed up scene, you feel what I'm saying? Like they big on the screwed up music right there. That genre has made waves throughout hip hop. You feel what I'm saying? But when you go through California, New York, and a bunch of other places, you don't hear a lot of people listening to their music screwed. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the support that they have for each other out there. You know what I'm saying? It's a big ass state. You know what I'm saying? It's a big ass state, but they seem to fuck with each other and support each other out there because, you know what I'm saying? It's the same way with New York artists. You know what I'm saying? You would notice a lot of New York artists, they get money because New York artists really network and fuck with each other and get money together. And New York people support their New York artists. So when you have local artists who ain't been out in a while, they can go do a show in the Bronx or something like that and pack the whole place out. You know what I'm saying? Go do something in Harlem and pack the whole place out. Us on the West Coast, that, you know what I'm saying, because of going back to the history of, you know, the gang violence and different stuff like that, we have a more of a separatist type of mentality out here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't, you know, it's like the mentality out in the West Coast since the music business left. So you got to remember, the basis of the music business was on the West Coast at a time during the 90s. And then they end up packing up, leaving. And when they packed up and left, it kind of left the whole West Coast kind of starving. You know what I'm saying? It was bad for not only artists, but it was bad on people who worked at record labels and different shit like that. People who was at Def Jam West and all these different record label companies that was open, A&M that was open in all these places. When they all start shutting down in California, it was a bad time period up until, you know, Dr. Dre hit with, you know, 2001 and came back with Game and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which really kind of revamped the people paying attention to the West. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the bad part is because we went through that time period, we have the mind state now like we treat each other as if it's not enough money for everybody. You feel what I'm saying? So when a play comes on the table, you know what I'm saying? Like when I get a play, you know what I'm saying? I reach out, yuck mouth my bro, you know what I'm saying? I love him like family. You feel what I'm saying? So if I got a player, I come across a play with something, you know what I'm saying? They looking for somebody else to, you know what I'm saying, get on something. I immediately call him. Nigga, you free? You know what I'm saying? I got this play over here, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. But that's me and his relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I have that relationship with a couple of other people. When you go to some of these other states, especially like when you New York, them cats do it with each other on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? You see all them around each other at some point or another. You know what I'm saying? You see Fabulous with this person over here, Fat Joe with this person over here, Jim Jones with this person over here. You know what I'm saying? They all networking and moving around with each other and supporting each other. But the key thing is, the New York public support their New York artists. And this is why the New York artist is able to eat the way they do. The Texas public support their Texas artists. You know what I'm saying? Which is the way they do. When it comes to
go platinum in Texas.
Yes. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to California radio, LA radio, they not keen on just playing a bunch of California artists all day. You know what I'm saying? It's artists from everywhere else. They only want to play the top artists. They only want to play the top artists from other places. You would see that even when they throw a lot of their shows. You know what I'm saying? Outside, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the promoters on the West Coast, when they put together big concerts and all that, it's a bunch of other motherfuckers from other places. You feel what I'm saying? And it's a few West Coast artists sprinkled up in there. But it's definitely enough West Coast artists, you know what I'm saying, out here to where you can do a gigantic West Coast festival and a big thing with the radio. But they'll do a small little something, you know what I'm saying? Like they just recently had something called King of the West or something like that, you know what I'm saying, which was a nice little thing that they had. But even Wiz Khalifa was on that, you know, even though Wiz Khalifa is an honorary California nigga now, you know what I'm saying? He was on there, you know, but it was a lot of West Coast artists who was not on there. You know what I'm saying? You have promoters, you have artists, and you have different crews out here who have bias towards each other. It's not a real love network to where they want to see the next person win. You know what I'm saying? And sadly enough, a lot of that is fueled by promoters. Promoters are a lot of times are behind that. Excuse me, they only want to book certain artists, you know what I'm saying? And they book those certain artists all the time and don't really want to fuck with these artists for whatever reason. You feel what I'm saying? And that artist who's getting money with that promoter all the time, he slowly but surely stopped fucking with the artists that the promoter don't fuck with. He ain't got no reason to. They don't have no thing. You just shun him on down too. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the West Coast mentality on how motherfuckers are. It's like a small bag mentality. Like it's only a small bag for us to get. So it's more like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't a spread the wealth. It ain't a want to see everybody eat type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick is setting precedence with the movement that he doing. You feel what I'm saying? With the uniting of Bloods and Crips and the artists that he doing. But there's even resistance. There's even resistance in that. You know what I'm saying? You even have other blood niggas that's acting funny towards him in the movement and the thing that he doing. You feel what I'm saying? Because they feel a certain type of way that they not part of it or whatever the case may be. You got, you know what I'm saying? Same thing happened with the brother Hurricane Chris out there when 50 did the thing out in Louisiana. You know, he threw that big old event. Hurricane Chris went in and talked so bad about that event. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 was out there finna exploit Louisiana, but come to find out, you was really just butthurt because he didn't book you to perform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And other artists from Louisiana came out and spoke against you speaking that way. You know what I'm saying? And spoke highly of 50 and what 50 was doing. You feel what I'm saying?
And he spent a lot of money out there.
Yeah, but that type of mentality is prominent throughout California, especially in LA. You know what I'm saying?
I went to the Kendrick thing tonight. I got there too late, man. Cause with iCore, man, I did a podcast earlier with iCore, and we got to the Kendrick thing right when it was closing.
Yes, that's big. Shout out to Top. Man, that brother, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a personal relationship with that brother, but I've heard nothing but good things about him from my peers, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. And I commend him for what he do because he do that every year. You know what I'm saying? And that bro has been able, I don't know if y'all know about the Nickerson Gardens. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Nickerson Gardens, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with the Imperial Courts, same thing with the Jordan Downs. Them are notorious projects. Talking about projects like up there in the town. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Them the notorious projects of Watts right there. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be able to put on that type of event every year that he do, bring some of the biggest names in the music industry. He had Rihanna out there performing. He had like who else?
Man,
you know,
shit, everybody.
He had some of the biggest A-list music artists come out there and rock that stage in the
This
middle.
ain't the first one. It's annual.
It's annual in the middle of the projects of Watts.
Yeah,
let's play. Let's play.
See how all them.
Let's
see all the people standing there.
Let's see what the news guys say about it. Let's go, y'all. Fair use. CBS News reporting live.
A hip-hop holiday celebration, Watts bumping tonight as Kendrick Lamar and some other big-name artists put on a free concert and toy drive. It's part of an annual event in the Nickerson Gardens housing projects to give families in need a helping hand.
And KCAL's Jasmine Veal is there tonight, where the music is once again blaring after a brief stop due to crowd control issues.
Miko and her sister Yan Yan walked out of their unit in Nickerson Gardens Thursday afternoon, where they grew up here in the projects, to the concert happening just yards away.
Oh yeah, I see y'all. Hold on, yeah.
They joined the large crowd gathered in the dusty field of this public housing development in Watts to watch artist after artist perform.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It means a lot.
To get in, everyone just had to bring a new unwrapped toy or a donation like clothing or shoes to help the Nickerson Gardens housing projects.
I grew up in Linwood right down the street, and I know that these people need care, and I'm glad that we're bringing some money and some opportunity for them here.
It's the 11th annual Christmas concert and toy drive put on by the record label Top Dog Entertainment, whose owner grew up here as it Raina.
My favorite artist, J-Rock.
She says she has come every year.
It means a whole lot to everybody, you know, struggling right now to go through something free, big, and see good people and have a nice time and come together.
The lineup included SZA, Schoolboy Q, Ab-Soul, Kendrick Lamar, and new artists like Yakin.
This is like beautiful, dream come true, you know, and just being here and being like in the presence of all these stars.
Also J-Rock, who called this place home.
Man, who knew a kid like me coming out these projects would ever bring a Grammy back home? You get what I'm saying? And so it's just letting people know that you can do it, man. Just whatever you're trying to do in life, stay dedicated, stay focused.
A high school teacher brought his honor students.
This is the first time some of them gone to a concert, so really stoked, and you know, my first time too.
and parents with their kids. A day all about the music, community, and giving back.
It's beautiful.
That's good money, man. That's motion, man. Come on.
11 years, man. See,
11
and
years strong,
I
bro.
think you know what, it's sad that we lost my brother Nip, because I definitely seen my brother Nip end up doing something like that for his area, eventually, especially with all them new sports complex that ended up opening up. You know what I'm saying? Close around, like Inglewood and all that stuff. I could see him ended up, doing that for his community. That's what the intent, and that's what the idea was when we started with the summertime in the LBC festival. You know what I'm saying? It was to do something for the community. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, we ourselves, as far as the members of the Dove Shack, we were not in the financial position to be able to put on a large event like that, because unbeknownst to people, it takes licensing to do stuff like that. It takes a large ass insurance policy to put events on like that. The city has to be paid. The police department has to be paid. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of financing that goes into
I think
putting
that's a
on out.
$2.5 million insurance policy.
Yeah, so we ourselves didn't have that, so therefore we had people who footed the bill, and unfortunately we ended up in the situation where the people who put up the money ended up wanting to paint the picture the way they wanted to paint the picture. You know what I'm saying? So it never really benefited my city the way I wanted it to, which is why we didn't do it last year, and we haven't did it since COVID came back, but we're going to do it next year. But next year, it will be in conjunction with the city of Long Beach. We're putting it on. We're not bringing in a bunch of outside promoters this time, and because I'm doing it with the city of Long Beach, they were interested in doing it with me because I want part of the proceeds to go towards the Long Beach Unified School District. I want part of the proceeds to go to park and recreations in Long Beach. Now, we was talking about the free lunch program earlier on. My dream has always been to bring the free lunch program back to the parks in Long Beach every summer. You know what I'm saying? Because summertime in the LBC was our big record. That was the blessing to me. That was the blessing to my city. So I want that to continue on making that a blessing. So same way we talk about standing in line for a free lunch, I want to bring that back. You know what I'm saying? And the summertime in the LBC concert series, each year we have packed out about 30,000, 40,000 people. You know what I'm saying? That's a large number. Sell out every single year. That's a lot of money that's generated on that event, you know? And that's a lot of money that can go towards helping different things in my community, Plus, I want to use it as a platform. One of the things that's been known in the concerts that's going on now is they have the oldie artists that perform on one stage and they have like the newer artists on another stage. That seems to be a big thing that's going on. Well, myself, I want to have two stages as well, but one stage is going to be for local talent. You know what I'm saying? Local from the area talent for them to get their opportunity to hit the stage and shine with whatever talent they have. Also, the change is going to be that the summertime in the LBC festival will not just be a hip hop festival. It will be a music cultural festival. So therefore it will feature a bunch of genres of music. You feel what I'm saying? It's going to have, you got to think more like, this is going to be more like the old MTV beach party. You know what I'm saying? Think of that type of style. That's where we're going with this, where I want some of the biggest acts in the game to touch that stage, you know? And like I said, the other stage will always be for local talent, for local Long Beach and local artists to be able to showcase their talent. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's old school artists like Dove Shack, Domino, you know what I'm saying, the Twins or whatever, you know what I'm saying. Then we have another stage where we just gonna have our super major acts on, you know what I'm saying, that we plan on booking, you know. I got my fingers crossed that I will be able to get Giveon. I'm trying to get Giveon as one of the headliners, you know what I'm saying, Vince Staples. You know, I wanna grab some other big name artists from other regions as well, you know, like the Lottos, you know, and whatnot, you know, but I want to grab a couple of big rock acts, you know what I'm saying? Some pop acts, you know, um,
Yeah.
and make it a real diverse thing to where it's more unified. Long Beach is a very diverse city. We used to have a Navy base in Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? That whole area where the docks is built up at now to where we have the largest port. We didn't used to have the largest port. That most of that used to be owned by the Navy base, but it was turned into the port. So that's why we have the largest port now as far as shipping, because all that ocean land, all that was Navy base land. So being that we had the Navy base down there, I grew up with Cambodians, Tongans, Filipinos, Samoans, Koreans. You know what I'm saying? Blacks and Hispanics, all in every single classroom I went in, from elementary school all the way up. It was always that diversity there. Everywhere you lived in Long Beach, there was that diversity there, and that diversity is what fueled the sound of Long Beach G-Funk, which separated Long Beach sound of G-Funk separate from the other original G-Funk sound. You know what I'm saying? Warren G, think about his first record. You know what I'm saying? His first sample, Regulate, that's Michael McDonald. You feel what I'm saying? When everybody else was going Parliament and James Brown, you know what I'm saying? Because of the influence of the different music and the different, you know what I'm saying? Long Beach is the home of Thelma Houston, the disco queen. You know what I'm saying? Some of the members from Rolls Royce, the legendary R&B group, and War, they come from Long Beach. You feel what I'm saying? Long Beach has had a diverse music history, so people didn't expect somebody to go grab a Michael McDonald song and sample a Michael McDonald song, you know what I'm saying, and make Regulate the way it did. But that was that influence from being multicultural in the city of Long Beach. So I want to feature that. I want summertime in the LBC Festival to be a representation of that. You know what I'm saying? So I commend Top Dog for what he's doing for his community over there, you know, with the toy drive and people getting gifts, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to take mine just a little bit further, you know what I'm saying, to where, you know, those proceeds, mine won't be a free event, you know what I'm saying? But the proceeds from that, like I said, it generates millions of dollars. And that money can really go towards helping my community out.
Yeah, you can
You
make a
know?
big impact with that.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely plan on doing that. Like I said, Long Beach Unified School District, I want to, you know what I'm saying? Our school, I want our schools to be, I don't care what they say about the rest of California schools. You feel what I'm saying? Not that I don't care about the rest of my black community. You feel what I'm saying? But I really want to put my heart and focus into the city of Long Beach and building up my city, you know what I'm saying? Besides just having it shouted out in music. You know, no knock to nobody else, you know what I'm saying? But it seems like other people from my city are putting their focus in other cities to building up other cities. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring mine back to building up my home. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, you know, it's
That's
not
dope.
putting no guns, it's not putting no guns in the streets, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to put some positivity out there like Top Dog is doing, man. Like them brothers is doing, man. Them dudes is they up under us, yuck. But man, I'm so motivated by them dudes, man. Nipsey was such a motherfucking motivation to me, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Knowing him, you know what I'm saying, the time that we kick it, like, damn, Black Glasses Malone is another one. He's another young one that motivated nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because I just commend them on how they carry themselves, how they do their business, but not only that, how they, you know what I'm saying, really are about their community and concerned about their community and try to do things to make an actual change besides just talking bullshit, you know what I'm saying, in records.
You got to salute Trader
Yeah.
Truth too, man. How he be doing them
Trader,
hurricanes out there.
yeah. Trader Truth,
Trader
man.
Truth.
That dude right there,
You gotta
man.
fix
That dude a
it
different.
now,
That dude a different beast. Yeah. Did you see
All
the
those different
video, my
beasts.
nigga, when that nigga pulled the bullet out his motherfucking arm, nigga, live on the motherfucking
Yeah,
goddamn.
yeah.
That nigga standing in the bathroom mirror pulling bullets out his. I'm like, this nigga right here is
He's a
built
bad
different.
motherfucker.
Hurricane saving
he
He's
built.
throwing bullets
He
out.
built different.
Yeah,
You
he was in a
know.
hurricane saving
Mm.
families and shit. So he really, he about that life, man, about the community, about Texas, the whole shit, man. So it's a lot of people, that look, not a lot. It's a hand.
Speaking of which, let me ask you this: how you feel about the black person
No.
out there?
Let
Remember
me ask you a question. No. I want no. We gotta stick to Long Beach. Hold that question. Hold that in your back pocket right quick. We gotta stick to Long Beach. Since we talking about Long Beach, man, how you feel about the Trump blew up doll that was in front of the Long Beach Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles since the Trump supporters bought the Roscoe's? How you feel about that? Did you see the Trump blow up doll?
No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. But you know what I'm saying? I have been very vocal and open about my support of Trump. You know what I'm saying? Not as far as the person. You know what I'm saying? But the ideas of what he's basing his whole campaign on, which is the country I live in, and my kids live in, that are being raised in this country, becoming priority more so than other countries. That's the whole thing I'm concerned about. It's too many homeless motherfuckers that's on these streets. It's too many niggas in the hood doing bad. It's too many empty businesses when you roll through black communities and other communities. All these businesses shut down, all these abandoned buildings. New York having rat problems because it's all them abandoned buildings, and billions and billions and billions of dollars each year from whether it's the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. All billions of dollars is always going to somebody else for something.
Oh man,
You know what I'm saying? For
20
something.
billion.
I don't care what it's for, whether it's war or whatever it is. It's always some money that they can come up with for other people, but they can't never come up with nothing for their own American citizens. And this is the first person that I heard that was talking about the concern of his, and his priority is the people of the country that he come from. He don't give a damn about burning bridges with other countries if it means prioritizing his country. He don't give a fuck if you don't want to fuck with us no more if it means building up his own country. He don't give a damn if he got to tariff your ass or whatever, as long as it builds up his own country.
Right.
And then that's what it is. And that's all I'm concerned about, bro.
We all agree with it, right? That's why he's our new president, right? The question I want to ask, do you agree with? They also took the Obama special off the goddamn menu. They took the Obama special off the menu, my nigga. They some dirty motherfuckers.
To be honest with you,
you can't take the Obama special off the menu, my nigga. God damn, bro.
let me tell you. To be honest with you, bro, the Obama thing should have stayed on the menu only because it is a black established business that thrives in the black community, that is a black staple. And regardless of what political party you from, regardless of how you feel about the man's presidency or what he didn't do for black people or any of that, he is our first black president. He is our first black president. You feel what I'm saying? Which is an accomplishment. Yeah, ran for 2 terms, which is accomplishment within itself, to run 2 terms as a black president in the United States and not have your head blew off like they did the Kennedys. You feel what I'm saying? So regardless of whatever he did or did not do, the one thing I know he did do was render a new form of hope and potential for black people in this country on what they feel they can achieve. You feel what I'm saying? I honestly feel that a lot of I feel that Jay-Z's and the other artists who have made it, the Dre's who made it to billionaire status and all that, I feel a lot of that is due to Obama's presidency, to them feeling like if this nigga can make it to the White House, nigga, I can be a billionaire. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, who was on that level before he became president? Who was really shooting for the stars like that? To be on that financial level of it's limitless on what I can actually be, you know what I'm saying, in this country as a black man. You know what I'm saying? If I play my cards right, I got the right connections and I got the right bread behind me, I can make any move I want to in this country. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the one thing I think he gave to our community, to where Roscoe's, the owner of Roscoe's, because in order for them to take it off, I wonder if they not. But I'm wondering if it's non-black. I wonder if they non-black.
They just bought the one.
Sold it.
That ain't all Roscoe's. That's just.
But yeah, because they individually the couple of them are individually franchised out. But I'm wondering if the person who bought the one in Long Beach is actually black. Because I would again, I would pose the question to them. Yeah, I would pose the question to them like, well, regardless if you're Republican and regardless if you for Trump, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna take the credit away from him from being the first black president and pull that 3-wing special up off your menu? Because I know what the Obama is, because I ordered the Obama all the time. The Obama, which is the 3 wings. You know what I'm saying? And you got the side with it. You feel what I'm saying? I know what I'm talking about. You can't, so what you gonna name it now? You bet not name it the Trump wing special. And even though I'm behind Trump and I support him, you know what I'm saying, for him being who he is and whatnot.
If I'm not mistaken, the Obama is the 3 wings with the waffle.
That's exactly what the Obama is, man.
That's the main meal.
That's not the main meal is the breast with the waffle. That's been around. That's been the main staple. That's what Roscoe's was built off of. That succulent breast, the breast and the waffle.
What's that?
The breast and
What's that, like a number 21 or number 10 or something? What's that called?
I think that's the like the number 1 or is it one of the served? Babe, what's that meal called on Roscoe's? The chicken breast and the waffle. Can you look it up, please? But that's what they was built off of. Did you know the brother that owned? Did you know the black dude started Roscoe's? You know he owned Pitbull Energy Drink.
Hell no.
You know that's black owned too. That's owned by the same dude who owned Roscoe's.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So where they sell that in Cali?
Yeah, Pitbull Energy Drinks. Yeah, they sell them they sell them everywhere.
Pitbull, all right.
But I think he franchising. I think he's starting to franchise out because he upgraded as well. Because you can get frozen Roscoe's chicken in the grocery store now.
You lying.
Nigga, I swear to God, you can get and waffles, right?
What grocery store, nigga?
Ralph's.
Ralph's? You gotta order it. You probably order it online.
You ain't gotta order it, but it's in the frozen section, pre-made Roscoe's chicken.
Oh man, I gotta go check that out. They batter. Oh, that's the die for.
Yeah,
that's the die for. Whatever they fry that shit in, that seasoning, whatever. Ooh.
Hey, don't fuck if you want to keep that taste, nigga, don't fuck with that one in motherfucking Hollywood. That motherfucker unchanged. That one got a new owner too, and they unchanged the whole menu up there, bro. Like it ain't even no brothers and sisters that even work up in that mug no more. You know what I'm saying? Like they completely changed the whole menu. It's like damn. The one on Sunset, nigga. I'm like that motherfucking Roscoe's done lost their motherfucking soul.
No,
man. Like Ice Cube said about Soul Train. Soul Train done lost their soul. You know what I'm saying? Roscoe's done lost that soul.
I think you got the wrong shit. You got auntie that come and sit you down and get your water. Mexican lady come and do your order. But you got auntie right there sitting niggas down as soon as you walked in. Auntie with the afro.
No, when you go on Sunset, bro, you won't. The only black person the last few times I went, bro, the only black person I seen there was a security. That's it, bro. And I used to live down the street from there up until 3 or 4 months ago. You feel what I'm saying? So I used to go there on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker had that motherfucker had one, just a black dude security guard. And I seen the change coming. Because it went from having all blacks working up in there to it being, half and half. You know what I'm saying? Then it went down to it was like one black girl and the black lady that worked the cash register, to it just going up in there going up in there 3 different times and not seeing a black at all. Just a security guard.
Mexican.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm about to say it ain't white. It gotta be Mexican at least. But I'm gonna
say it's called the Carol C Special. Carol C Special. That's the breast with the waffle. Now I don't know who Carol C is. I'm assuming that must be one of somebody that got something to do with the founder.
Yeah, one of the owners or founders gotta be.
Yeah, but that's what that's called.
But peep this out, right? As long as the Mexicans is back there making that goddamn chicken, I'm good. Because I look back there, man, when I first came, and it's all Mexican. It ain't a grandma, auntie, a soul sister, nigga, a baby mama, niggas, all Mexican niggas back there frying that chicken. And they spicing that shit up and serving it well, my nigga. Period, man.
Hey, listen, bro. The chicken recipe has changed on Sunset. The sides recipe. Hey, the sides recipe done changed, bro. You might as well.
I didn't order that shit to go. That shit ain't the same. You're right.
Yeah, you got to order from the one on. You got to go fuck with the one on Pico. You know what I'm saying? You got to fuck with the one that your boy P&B should have went to. The one on Manchester by the airport. You know what I'm saying? Close by Snoop Studio.
The one right.
Yeah, the one down the street from Snoop Studio. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That one. And if I ain't mistaken, they got one in Vegas too. I think they got one in Vegas.
Vegas, bro. It was one in Pasadena that they used, but that shit just closed.
Oh, the one in Pasadena?
Yeah, that shit just closed. I'm hella mad. I used to do it to go order from there too. They used to bring it away from Pasadena to over here.
Oh yeah, man. The last surviving ones that I know just really do it the way they supposed to is the one on Pico and off La Brea. They got 2 off La Brea. They got one off Pico off La Brea, and they got one on Washington off La Brea that they just opened up not too long ago. So that might be why they closed the one in Pasadena, because they opened up another one closer
that's
to
Inglewood, right?
No, that's West LA. That's West LA.
So look, let me ask Vince a question, man. Do you mind that I play some content? You know, a lot of drama is going down, man. You know, the Jay-Z shit going down. You know, Lil Durk just caught a motherfucking second murder for hire case. You know,
they denied it. Denied his bail.
So it's a lot of shit going down. Can I play a little content and we respond off of it? You mind being on the panel? Or,
yeah, go ahead.
I hope it don't fuck up no relationships, man. That's why I'm warning you. Like, all right, let's talk our shit, man. Let's get to some content right quick, y'all. Great motherfucking conversation, though, man. Definitely, man. Let's get to Doshi. I love Doshi, man. She hella dope. All right, let's get to Quando.
Did you watch her? You watch her Tiny Desk? You got to watch her Tiny Desk performance.
Her Tiny Desk is manly. She killed it. Yeah, I seen
that.
Yeah,
she killed it.
I think she got the best one ever.
Yeah, no.
As far as females, nigga, what? Yeah, she got the best one for the females. She killed it. But this is some new allegations. I guess J-Lo is being I guess she been named as Celebrity B, allegedly. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you want J-Lo, you are sitting there in, I don't know, either in complete peace because this don't got nothing to do with you, or punch in the air.
But hold on. Let's rewind. Because remember, Dame Dash said he don't party with Diddy. Who's in the bed laying next to Diddy, Aaliyah in the middle? Dame Dash right here getting hugged up on some white chick. I thought you don't party with this nigga. Who Who's that right? That ain't right there.
That's on the yacht. I remember them talking about that one right there. That's on the yacht right there.
Okay.
If I'm not,
that ain't
if
the
I'm
party
not,
party. That look like they
if
laying
I'm
on.
not, yeah, they at the front. I think they on the little bed thing at the front of the yacht. They was on that little front part of the yacht. You know, they had a
that's
little
what it
bed
look
area.
like.
They usually came
Yeah.
in.
So
For you
and
to
if I'm
say
not
that you don't
if I'm
rock
not
like
mistaken,
that,
if I'm not mistaken, it ain't that the I believe that's the party he might have started messing with Aaliyah at.
yeah, because Aaliyah right there in the middle, she fair game. You see that nigga way over there with the white bitch. Let's go, y'all. Fair you. That's probably where he got Aaliyah at. You're right. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are J-Lo, you are sitting there in, I don't know, either in complete peace because this don't got nothing to do with you, or punch in the air because you are the unnamed celebrity B that allegedly settled with Tony Busby, and you had the irony and bad luck that if J-Lo did actually make that settlement agreement with Tony Busby to keep her name out of any mess, just for Jay-Z to go ahead and make her collateral damage, so her name ends up right in the middle of it. Y'all, what am I talking about? The internet is heating up once again with rumors that J-Lo is at the center of this whole thing. And when I say center, I mean the actual center.
Hold on, nigga. Oh, that don't look like no yacht, nigga. Hold on, let's bring that picture back. That picture's manny. Hold on, that's another picture. Same spot. They got the same clothes on. What that motherfucker at? Where they? Oh, that one. Yeah, they on the yacht because it looked like you could just see the ocean in the back. It ain't no buildings or nothing.
Yeah, that's the yacht. I believe that's the yacht party he cracked Aaliyah at.
Yep, Jay right there.
But you know what I do notice? You know what I do notice? Ain't this Aaliyah over here again behind Puffy this time?
Behind Puffy this time. Yeah,
next
Puffy
to
trying to
J-Lo.
lock Aaliyah down. Yeah. She done scooted over, Hover. Yeah, Jay-Z, wait. I mean, Dame on the other side, Jay on the other side. Jay got some little duck next to him. Who's the little duck next to Jay? Quack, quack. He got a duck next to him, my nigga. What the fuck? Quack, quack. That's a duck without the duck lips, man. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
J-Lo is at the center of this whole thing. And when I say center, I mean the actual center. Remember in the 13-year-old Jane Doe's case where she said that it was Diddy, Jay-Z, and an unnamed celebrity taking turns, and then the other one standing like off on the side looking a little weird, like red rum, Bloody Mary, like just some weird horror show mess. Well, guess what? Radar Online is now reporting that J-Lo is now at the center of the Jay-Z rape scandal as the diva argued with Diddy on the night of the assault. As speculation mounts over identity of the mystery female celeb in lawsuit. Now, let me just say this, right? It could be J-Lo. It could be a lot of people, because let's be real. Diddy is a lot of things. But baby, Faithful ain't never been one of them. That man is a lot of things. Faithful ain't never been one of them. Faithful and Diddy haven't been in the room. The only thing Diddy is faithful to.
All right. Enough of that.
Personally, let me start this off, man. 99% of the people who are doing content like that are doing it for clickbait.
No,
99% of them.
I'm doing it to respond.
No, I'm not saying you, but I'm talking about people.
Clickbait niggas
people
get
who
paid.
act. People who act like I'm talking about. No, but listen.
Let me tell you something. I ain't never got a YouTube check in my life doing this shit.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that person like we just listened to who act like she knows the details, like she know Diddy. Diddy ain't never been faithful and all this old stuff. Like he was just there.
She don't know who the
You know
fuck
what I'm saying? Yeah, she talking like she know she was there. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I always do when I see stuff like that on the internet and it goes to a major star like that, the first thing I do is go check all major news platforms, because a star like J-Lo being named in the Diddy situation will definitely make every motherfucking major news headline there is, from ABC to CBS. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I don't believe anything coming from that lawyer dude. You know what I'm saying? Just because of his history and just because of the new girl that they just came out with, who was one of his former clients. One of his former clients just came out. She's a female that she actually spoke against him and said that he dropped her as a client because she wouldn't fabricate a story or co-side a fabricated story against a celebrity. You feel what I'm saying? So this is his MO. You know what I'm saying? That's point number 2. Point number 3 is I just don't see
victims for hire.
I just don't see Jay-Z nor Dame Dash nor Biggs nor Cam nor Jules nor any of them dudes that come out that from up under that umbrella. I just don't see them being the type to be on the same shit that Diddy was on. You feel what I'm saying? The same way I don't see Rough Riders being on the same shit that Diddy was on. You know what I'm saying? Diddy is in a different class. He's not in the rest of the hip hop class. You know what I'm saying? Diddy is not a reflection of the whole hip hop industry. You know what I'm saying? As far as people being on that level, you do have bullshit going on even in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? The allegations, supposed allegations against African Bambaataa and all that stuff. But as a man myself, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you one thing I've always been able to do. I've always been able to spot a solid man. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been able to spot a man who's not so solid within his ways. You know what I'm saying? Meaning a man who has more femininity qualities, you know what I'm saying, than I care to indulge into. But men, real men, carry themselves a certain way. People like Jay said in his response, it's a certain code and ethics that certain dudes live by, especially street dudes. You feel what I'm saying? Them dudes is street dudes. Jay-Z and his crew came from the streets. Diddy didn't come from the streets. Diddy was a college kid. Diddy daddy was in the streets. He was a privileged kid. He went to private school. He went to college. He went straight from college into the music industry. You feel what I'm saying? And he been raised in the music industry. He wasn't no D-boy on the block. He didn't come from out the projects. He don't have them same morals and principles about you don't fuck with no goddamn kids. You feel what I'm saying? You don't go attack citizens. You know what I'm saying? You don't rob no nigga mama or no old lady or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's certain codes and principles that street dudes in the black community live by, regardless of what picture the mainstream media might paint. This is why gang life have been attractive to so many young black men and Latino men. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just been the violence, it's been the principles and codes that make you an upstanding, chest out, head up type of nigga or man or essay. You feel what I'm saying? It's that manliness that come along with it, with them codes and ethics. You know, you don't snitch. You know what I'm saying? You don't stab your homie in the back. Different code and ethics that are appealing to that street life. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I ask you 2 questions. Well, one question is, what do they both got in common? Jay-Z and Diddy. I'll answer that for you. They both sued the liquor companies they was involved with. The next thing they got in common is the lawyer that's on their ass is the same lawyer that's on both of their ass. So is it a smackdown on the people that sued the big dogs, or just so happened they both getting hit at the same time? Like,
now this is what I found out. Diego, the brand that the liquor company, the main liquor company that owns that Diddy went up against. You know what I'm saying, with Ciroc. Now they also have ties or own Seagram's Gin. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And if that's the same company, then that company used to be Polygram and turned into Universal, bro.
Oh wow.
You feel what I'm saying? Because
Polygram
Polygram was originally when we got signed to Def Jam, it was Def Jam Polygram, and Polygram was owned by the family that owns Seagram's Gin.
Ooh, talk your shit.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's some real deep.
So liquor and hip hop got deeper root, and liquor in the music business go deeper than what people think. You feel what I'm saying? It goes deeper. These liquor companies have major stakes. Major stakes in
Can I
record
also
companies.
say a common denominator? Two common denominators that the liquor companies got involved. I mean, got in common with what P. Diddy, well, his raid. The ATF, tobacco and firearms, you know, they all deal with import of tobacco and alcohol, tobacco and firearms, right? ATF, alcohol, tobacco and firearms. They got to deal with them with import and shit as far as these liquor companies. So if you the big company like that, you could tell them niggas what to do. So guess who hit Puffy? Not the feds, not the ATF and Homeland Security. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms and Homeland Security. I mean, that was a blitz from them, the liquor company. That was no blitz from the government. That was a blitz from the liquor company, my nigga. And they ran that shit through them. Now they put it on the government, my nigga. I'm telling you, the big dudes, that's why Puff was able to get away with so much shit. That's why Drake could get away with shit. That's why Drake getting accused for this shit that they helped them, allegedly. You know, they erased it. You know what I mean? Like, Puff shit he did, erased it. Like, you got good judges and police officers and law enforcement, all this type of shit entangled with these big heavyweights that is the puppet masters. So if you get in trouble with the puppet master, or what they call it, the handler, your handler is going to clear that shit out, right? So until you get out of pocket with your handler, you bite the hand that feeds you. Now, we know all the motherfucking skeletons. We can bring them all out because we done saved you from all the ones. We done took you out of danger, out of every skeleton you had. We saved you. Oh, that scam out of here. This scandal out of here. That scandal. But we got all them scandals tucked off just in case you get crazy. You feel me?
I never made it in the music industry high enough to get a handler. I made it high. I made it high enough to be introduced to the world of fix-it lawyers, but I never made it. It goes fix-it lawyers, and then the next step up from fix-it lawyer is having a handler. You know what I'm saying? So I made it to fix-it lawyer.
Well, the fix-it lawyer comes from the handler. They work for him. So the handler is the big corporations, you know, the big dog.
Yeah, the fix-it lawyer is who make criminal cases go away. You know what I'm saying? The fix-it lawyer is who, you know, the record companies assign to go to court with certain artists.
Let me give him a prime example. The fix-it lawyer is O.J. Simpson, dynamic, fucking all-star weekend lawyer team he had. That's a fix-it lawyer team, nigga. Them niggas that got OJ off that motherfucker, that's a fix-it. Period.
No, that's a dream. That's a dream team.
Yeah,
that's a dream team. A fix-it lawyer is usually number one a Mason. You know what I'm saying? And he's part of fraternity. See, fix-it lawyers, they go in.
Now you're talking shit.
Listen. Hey, let me tell you. Let me tell you what fix-it lawyer. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what I seen with my. Let me tell you what I seen with my own eyes on my own case. I ain't gonna name who my fix-it lawyer was, but he was the same fix-it lawyer for Warren G. You know what I'm saying, and whatnot. And he was the same fix-it lawyer for a bunch of motherfuckers in Sacramento. You know what I'm saying, politicians. You know what I'm saying? But they do certain things, you know what I'm saying, when they go up in court, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Rub their nose a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Rub their ears a certain way, adjust their glasses a certain way, or certain symbols that are looked for, that people on the bench, them judges know to look for, you know what I'm saying? To know whether to go this way or that way. See, number one, a fix-it lawyer, the reason OJ lawyers wasn't fix-it lawyers, because a fix-it lawyer will never put you in front of a goddamn jury. A fix-it lawyer will only have you in front of a judge, because only the one person is the one who makes the decision. And they always have the relationship with the judge who's presiding over that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Whenever it's going jury, anybody that take it to 12 in the box is not a fix-it lawyer. A fix-it lawyer fixes it way before it gets to 12 in the box. And if it got too much media attention on it, it'll never go to a jury. It'll just go to a single judge for that single judge to make the decision. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, most people with fix-it lawyers, they have cases that you don't hear about. You know what I'm saying? Celebrities who catch DUIs and shit like that, and you don't hear about it. It don't get to TMZ. It don't get to nowhere, because that fix-it lawyer knows that this case going in front of a certain judge with these certain people inside of the courtroom that don't talk. This information will never go past this courtroom or this attorney right here that this even happened. And this is how a lot of these people have operated in the music business, to feel that they can just get away with every fucking thing. You feel what I'm saying? Because they're used to having these fix-it lawyers who are able to go in court and fix everything. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm glad, man. Let me play something, man. I think a fix-it lawyer, man, did something for Rondo, man. A nigga got 36 months and he walked out that motherfucker happy as shit. I ain't never seen a nigga happy to do 36 months, happy to do any jail time. Rondo walked out that bitch like it was his birthday, my nigga. This is some. Hey,
I know niggas who came back like that. I know niggas who came back to the cell and came back to the block happy, talking about, nigga, I got on. They only gave me 15, nigga. They only gave me 15, nigga. I just got 15, nigga. I got a date. You feel what I'm saying? They happy than a motherfucker. You know why? Because they was facing double life. They was facing life without the possibility of parole. They was facing 89. They was facing 89 years and 90 years and 60 and 50 years. When niggas is facing time like that, they happy with that little bit of 3, 4 years.
Facing it. This nigga wasn't facing that though. Let's go, y'all. Fair you.
Whose real name is Taekwon Bowman, will serve 33 months in prison. He pled guilty to federal drug conspiracy charges back in August. WJCL 22 News' Tia Maggio joins us now live from outside the courthouse. And Tia, you talked to Bowman exclusively after his sentencing.
Right, Shannon. Well, it was just hours ago, right outside this courthouse, Quando Rondo heard his fate. But Rondo is taking a positive approach, telling WJCL 22 News exclusively that he's going to be taking this 33-month sentence, just one chapter in his next story. Savannah rapper Quando Rondo is in high spirits after being sentenced to 33 months in federal prison Wednesday afternoon.
Hell yeah, he was facing some real time. He was facing way more than that.
To support Rondo. The sentencing comes after he pled guilty in August to drug conspiracy charges.
I did the wrong thing and I'm getting punished for it. So I want y'all to know that you actually get punished for doing wrong things. Just do the right thing.
Rondo telling WJCL 22 News exclusively he's grateful for the sentencing, saying it gives him time to better himself.
As crazy as it sounds, that's enough time to really sit down, rehabilitate myself, come up with some better plans, come out and move forward for my family and friends.
In a statement to the judge, Rondo talked about wanting to be a better role model for his fans.
You could do something way more better and positive and show the kids this is cool. Going to school is cool. Playing football from little league to middle school to high school is cool. Doing the right thing and walking down the right path is cool.
Rondo setting his sights on the future. What's the future hold for Quando Rondo, of course, after?
Platinum records, diamond records, and more money. You dig? Watch WJCL.
Hey, that man in hella happy spirits, man. I could appreciate that.
Man, drug conspiracy charges in the feds most time carry over 10 years, bro. He was facing some real time. He was facing a drug conspiracy. You look at what they just did to what's his name? 2 times. What's his name? Finesse 2 times. Yeah, look how they did him. You know what I'm saying? Them federal drug conspiracy.
And that's 2 times out of jail. It's the other nigga that's like, you talking about what's that nigga name from New York?
Yeah, that was associated with Rock Nation.
Yeah, that ain't Finesse Casanova 2 times.
Yeah,
Oh
Casanova
yeah,
two-time.
that whole
Yeah,
crew got held.
that's what I'm saying. And his case was straight conspiracy too, bro. He wasn't out there actually moving nothing. It was his crew that was actually moving something.
Yeah, that
They
Rico ain't no punk.
yeah, they actually had Quando Rondo himself, not his crew. So that nigga was looking at he had some real federal time. He was facing hell. Yeah, that nigga walked up out of there smiling and happy, like nigga only walked away with 33 months.
Yeah.
He should have been. He could have been getting time.
And it's fair time. I mean, that's
And it's fair time.
You ain't
know
in
what
the
I'm saying?
pen. Oh, you relaxing, nigga. You kicking your feet up.
Yeah, but he gonna do that whole. He gonna walk down that whole 33 though. He ain't gonna get no halftime or nothing like that. You don't get halftime in the feds for good behavior and going to work like you do in the state. That's the only good part about the state.
How the meats get out early?
Meats did majority. You do 80%. You do 80 to 85% of your time. You know what I'm saying? When you in a state, you know what I'm saying, you got the possibility of doing halftime, you know what I'm saying, which is called day for day. You know what I'm saying? So for every day you in jail doing good, you get an extra day off your sentence. So if you get a 3-year sentence, that's why niggas with a 3-year sentence end up doing a year and a half. You got a 10-year sentence, you end up doing 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Because you get
concurrent too. So
you get day for day, but in the feds don't do that. The feds, they do their shit in months, and they make you do the majority of your time. And you do any fucking up, you doing all of that time, the whole 33 months. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they held Meech longer than they held Big T, because Meech was up in there and got into a little bit of trouble allegedly while he was up in there. So that's why they allegedly held him longer than they held Big T, his brother. But that feds is a whole different, that's a whole different animal within itself, because not only, you know what I'm saying, I mean, it's different, it's better than the state in some ways. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it, you can end up anywhere. You know what I'm saying? When you're in federal custody, they can put you in any state. You know what I'm saying? Like when you in California, you got a state case, you're going to be in the state of California, so your people's be coming to see you, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, you're around your own peoples. You know what I'm saying? You can catch a case in New York and they're going to put you in the feds out in Victorville. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You catch a case in California, they're going to put you somewhere in Virginia, you know what I'm saying, or Colorado or someplace like that.
Florence,
You know what I'm saying?
Colorado, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying, that's a place you really, you can end up far away from home, from your peoples.
Yeah.
Really just doing a time with them niggas, basically.
Yeah. You know, and then you don't have that luxury. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know how they do, brother, when they do intake in the feds, but I know one of the luxuries in the state when you go into prison, you got your homeboys from your hood up in there. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't made canteen yet. You know what I'm saying? You got to be there at least. You got to be there at least 2-3 weeks before you can go to the store and get shit for yourself. So your last meal coming at 4:30, 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And then you hungry if you ain't got no soups or nothing like that, no food.
You got your
So
stove
the good
popping.
thing, yeah, you ain't got your stove. So usually, when you hit a yard, you got homies on there, they hit you with the little fish kit. You know what I'm saying? Send you some stuff down there, some zooms, some wham, some, you know what I'm saying? Some soap and deodorant to wash your ass, a toothbrush, toothpaste, all that good shit to get you right. You know what I'm saying? Couple of magazines or something. You might even have a homie who got an extra TV in the cell, can shoot you a TV till you can get your TV. You know what I'm saying? So that's the convenience of that. With the state, you know what I'm saying, doing time in the area where you come from, to where you see some people that's familiar to you. But I think the best part is to staying your ass the fuck out of jail.
Yep.
I was about to say, man, all that shit sound bad. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
All that
That's
shit.
That's the best. That's the best part. It ain't nothing like being free. I'm trying to tell. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the message I'm preaching mainly on my podcast, bro. I want these niggas to know what it's really like, man. You don't want to get caught up in that. A lot of these niggas don't know what it's like to actually get stabbed. They don't know what it's like to actually get shot. They don't know what it's like to be actual doing time, real prison time, not Camp Snoopy time, but real prison time. You feel what I'm saying? And I done been in all those walks of life. You feel what I'm saying? And I can tell you from experience, Niggas don't want that smoke, man. They don't want that smoke.
Yeah.
They don't want that
That's why
smoke.
they
They don't
build
want that smoke.
sidewalks, man. You know what
Yeah.
that's right.
They don't want
Shit.
that smoke. You don't have to go through that to be a man. See, one thing that really opened my eyes when I went to prison was seeing some dudes up in there who was just solid niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't do no cripping, no blood, no none of that. I don't roll with no crew, nigga. It's just me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I walk this line by myself, nigga. 10 toes down, head up, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody to have my back, nigga. Ain't nobody testing me, nigga. Don't nobody want no problems, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't be looking for no problem, but don't come testing me. Don't come fucking with me, nigga. Because I throw these hands on you, nigga, or I stab you up, kill you, whatever the case may be, nigga. I'm a man. I don't got to be part of nothing. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And that right there was an eye opener to me. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
That's some street bang.
What's good, y'all? In breaking news, Little Dirk for even more legal trouble.
Hold on, let's get the Lil Durk shit before we get up out of here. It's getting late. Let's get the Lil Durk. He got hit with another M for hire charge. Let's see what they got to say. Whack 100, you know, he got all the info on all the cases and shit, man. So let's hear what Whack guy say. He gonna give you this direct shit what's going down with this shit, man. Let's go. Fair use.
According to a new tweet from DJ Academics, the Chicago rapper was recently linked to yet another for-hire plot.
Nah, but see, where he f***ed up at is he got the real lyrics where he described the whole scene. It's a song out there where Dirk described the pull-up, what you call it, crying, telling the police, my phone, all that. Like, it's a song. We heard it earlier, like about a month ago. There's some real lyrics out there where describe the whole Beverly Hills.
That nigga said he heard it earlier, like it was earlier today instead of about a month ago. That's how you catch that. We heard it earlier, a month ago.
But you cut it off before what he said. You know what he talking about, right? You know what that case is. That case is against the boy you just was talking about, Quando Rondo. That's the Beverly Hills shooting at the gas station.
Yep, absolutely. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
All that. Like, it's a song. We heard it earlier, like about a month ago. There's some real lyrics out there where describe the whole Beverly Hills.
You mean when he was like green light, like something like that?
There you go.
Green Light is old as hell though. Like,
no, not this. This song because it tried to use Grondo's voice in the.
Yeah, y'all talking about those songs with Babyface Ray, right? Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy.
I gotta look it up. I know what Wack talking about. But I know what lyrics. It was like green light gold.
Yeah, it's that one. It's that one. He said green light gold.
And then at the end of it, he tried to use Grondo's voice when he was crying to the police and shit.
When he said no.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Them just bozos. Their team is soft and stupid. Cause I done been in the studio many a times and heard when the boat pop, you got to change that. But hey, look, change that. That's real life. It's entertainment. See, this when you got a bunch of around you who's scared to tell you something.
Yeah,
right.
That's a fact.
I'd have been in the booth with her. No. What is you talking about? We ain't doing that. Tripping.
But with Dirk, do you think there may be a case where they might have tried to tell him something? He was like, nah, I'm still putting it on.
Hey, bro. Hey, let me explain something to you. He had to leave that studio. I'm going to take the drive. I'm going to trip on the engine there. We tripping. Straight up.
Nah, I feel you.
No statute of limitations of those.
Well, listen to stories 1, 2, and 3 by King Von.
Yeah, that's a whole murder.
See, it's back to what you were saying, and I'm glad I played this because you are absolutely right, BO-ROC. What did you say earlier in the conversation? You said all these kids are dying because of this hip hop shit, right? And this niggas is rapping about death also. Now, allegedly.
It's all manifesting, man.
I think drill music is the worst thing that ever happened to hip hop, because to drill somebody is to actual murder somebody. See, but they put that D on there and they promoted it for the ignorant people within the other communities who didn't know what drilling was. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't want to call it murder music or kill music, but that's the actual term for drill music. kill music. It is kill music. You talk about killing, you talk about those you have killed and those you want to kill. That's the basis of that whole genre of music. I don't know who created it. I don't know what the purpose of it was. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if we find out 10, 15 years down the line that it was COINTELPRO, that they implanted some little young rapper out there to start that whole trend out there to start getting niggas to tell on themselves in their lyrics, to start the whole trend of bragging about the killings that you've actually been part of, the crimes you've actually been part of, and call it a genre of music that's named drill music. That sound like some setup ass shit right there. Like, who convinced all these niggas to dry snitch on themselves and that was cool and that we gonna create a whole genre of music of telling on ourselves? Because you know what you're doing when you go into the booth. You know what you're doing when you writing your lyrics.
Streets is the streets, right? The record labels, I blame them because they made it look sexy. They blew these people up and put this shit on the radio, put it in the club.
By talking about that, and anybody else who was talking about anything outside of that, they wouldn't get a record deal.
They made it look so sexy that if you wasn't talking about that, you wasn't getting a record deal, like you said. Period.
Yep.
And not made everybody start doing that, my nigga.
Now, but here the thing is, don't forget about the alleged ties between entertainment and
the liquor company
and the letter boys
and the
letter boys,
because they all own shares in the prison pipeline. And
yeah,
they got insurance.
Matter of fact, Cube said it on Bill. I believe it was the Bill Maher interview that he just did. You know what I'm saying? The same liquor companies that own the music business also owns the prisons. Now tell me that's not ironic. The same liquor company that owns the majority of the shares in music companies is the same liquor company that owns big shares in the prison system. They got so much shares in the prison system that they've even changed the name of some of these prison investment companies, so it wouldn't be so easy to recognize that those companies are companies that are invested in the prison system. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I said, I wouldn't be surprised, because where did that idea come from? If you think about it, if they try to say that NWA and West Coast gangster rap had a bad influence on the music business and it turned hip hop down a certain trajectory. A few rappers said this. There was a long-standing debate about this just about a year or two ago, and even earlier this year. Now, here's my thing. Gangster rap from the West Coast, whether it was street music from the Bay, or whether it was street music from LA, or whether it was street music from San Diego, never once did it ever promote or influence what drill music is today. Never once. Never once did you hear anybody talking about how they murked their enemies, describing the actual crimes that they did. You feel what I'm saying? When you heard NWA and Ice Cube talking about the stuff they did and like Boys in the Hood, all that, that's fiction. You know what I'm saying? That's fictional. That's made up. And you can tell by the story itself a lot of times that it's made up. But these dudes, if that was your influence, if the gangster music of the West Coast was your influence, then I would think you would stick to some of the principles of that influence that made you, which is that you don't talk, you don't snitch, you don't just do certain things. You feel what I'm saying? And something in between the West Coast creation of gangster music to this ending point of drill music, something in between there took it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? Took it from just telling hood stories and war stories to actually talking about actual crimes, actual murders, actual wanting to kill your enemy opposition. You feel what I'm saying? When rap crews beefed back in the days, when nobody from NWA was trying to kill anybody from Death Row. Dr. Dre was not trying to kill Eazy-E. Ice Cube was not trying to kill Eazy-E. You feel what I'm saying? When Snoop dissed Uncle Luke, he wasn't trying to kill Uncle Luke. When he dissed Tim Dog, he wasn't trying to kill Tim Dog. When Tim Dog said fuck Compton, Tim Dog wasn't trying to come kill niggas in Compton, nor was he trying to kill niggas from Compton when they came to New York. You feel what I'm saying? It was somewhere in between those lines that it got elevated to a whole new level. And I really believe that that had to be influenced. That had to be influenced for them, and it got, yeah, somebody decided to take it, that it would be good to let it go to a whole nother level and take it up to this level, and we can profit off of it, you know. And it goes back to what you were saying last time, Yuck, about, you know, being slid a contract with something about life insurance policy up in there, and these companies possibly having life insurance policies on these kids and whatnot, you know. They forget that insurance policy also is when these dudes go to jail and they get stretched out, the label has control and complete control over all their music, their catalog, and all that. And 9 times out of 10, let me give you a dose of reality. When you have a music lawyer that's working for you as an artist, that lawyer does not work for your family. That is not like what you see on TV, where your lawyer covers your family and it's just this big old, you know, you're not a mob. You're not the mafia. You don't have a concierge. You don't have in-house counsel. You're not a corporation that you're paying this lawyer as inside corporation attorney like that. You're paying your music attorney. Sometimes you're paying your criminal attorney. And guess what? When you go to jail, and you are no longer the person, their client, that they know is going to generate them their income, then 9 out of 10, they done with you. They're not going to stick around to make sure that they represent your son when he's trying to get into the music business. They not trying to help your daughter get on. They're not trying to. A lot of them are not trying to help your family fight for the artist's estate. You know what I'm saying? They're not turning around trying to go against the record labels and say, oh, well, we want to make sure while he's doing life, while he's doing 50 years, I want to make sure all his money and his estate and all this stuff goes to his family and it's all set up to go to his kids and all that. No, you have to hire a whole separate lawyer, which is usually like an estate planning lawyer, to do that. Most artists, if they don't reach a certain financial level, don't have that. So a lot of these times when they go to jail, they whole catalog and whatnot, the publishing company that they might have got a publishing deal with.
Hold on. Shaniqua made a good point. She said, remember Snoop had the video in New York that got shot at, when they got shot at, the trailers got shot at. So it was some beef back then, but even that, niggas didn't rap about it.
Now that was a particular incident, and here's my take on that. I believe that didn't come from somebody who was actually involved in the hip hop industry. You feel what I'm saying? That East Coast, West Coast beef was a serious thing, to where niggas in the streets on the West Coast took up arms and niggas on the streets on the East Coast took up arms. I remember street niggas riding around during NBA All-Star weekend, right as the East Coast, West Coast thing was supposedly dying down. It was street niggas that was riding around robbing any artist from the East Coast that they was catching. You know what I'm saying? And causing all the mischief and drama. You know what I'm saying? So that's different. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about today's artists, you're talking about the actual members of these crews, these rap crews, and sometimes these artists themselves being involved in these crimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We believe, and it's always been believed by the homies, you know what I'm saying, Snoop and everybody, that something was said on the radio about their location on where they were shooting the New York video. You feel what I'm saying? And some street dude randomly you know, from a distance, just start shooting at the trailers and start shooting at the video shoot. You know what I'm saying? In no way do we believe that Bad Boy, anybody from Bad Boy, Biggie, or Junior Mafia, or any of them, or Lil Kim came out there bussing. You feel what I'm saying? You know, we don't believe it was any of the Bad Boy staff or any of that. You know what I'm saying? Again, we talking about a different time period to where the gangster rap music was more like gangster movies. You know what I'm saying? They was pictures being painted. They were for entertainment purposes. You know what I'm saying? These rap lyrics today are not for entertainment purposes. They are to get paid off of, but a lot of times they are to send a direct message to their enemies. Like that quote that Wack was just talking about with Lil Durk. Durk was sending that message directly to Quando Rondo, directly to him. You feel what I'm saying? Directly to his homeboys and the family members of those who got murked that day. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother sick, sadistic level of this shit, bro.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And we talking about, again, influence. I don't believe that was influenced by West Coast gangster hip hop. You feel me what I'm saying? Because if that was the case, you have other states that was influenced by West Coast hip hop. Think about DJ Quick's song. Remember, DJ Quick had a song Just Like Compton. St. Louis is just like Compton. Colorado, just like Compton. You feel what I'm saying? He was talking about how they was wearing the colors, you know what I'm saying, how they was flagging and all that. You feel what I'm saying? He was saying those places were trying to emulate the gang lifestyle of those times. You know what I'm saying? Chicago was never influenced by LA gang culture. Chicago has always been its own animal. You feel what I'm saying? If anything, LA gang culture was influenced by Chicago because T. Rogers, rest in peace, from the original Bloodstone Rangers that started out here, one of the original blood gangs in LA, actually came from Chicago and brought the same Blackstone Rangers, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? He brought that from Chicago to LA back in the formation of the gang culture in LA. So if anything, LA was influenced by Chicago. But as far as music, you don't see a lot of Atlanta artists doing drill style music. You don't see a lot of Texas artists who was also influenced by the West Coast gangster sound. You don't see them doing a lot of drill music or talking about, you know, the murders that they actually committed, or talking about crimes that they committed, or that they homeboys committed, or that they paid for, or that they thought of, or that they know about, or that they seen. You know what I'm saying? None of that stuff. None of that stuff ever happened, you know what I'm saying, as being influenced by West Coast. So I think it's a COINTELPRO. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not going to say I think it, but I wouldn't be surprised, again, if some years down the line we find out that it was a COINTELPRO program that was implemented in hip hop, and it started in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? The same way they use Chicago on a gang of different things that they try to implement, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to affecting the black community, you know, going back to the, you know, going back to Panther days and before, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised, you know what I'm saying? And it's really sad. It's really sad. And at first, but here's the cold part. Yuck. I initially thought that you got that picture up of Dirk at the Muslim thing, right? I initially was on some shit like, damn, man, it all goes bad right when a nigga trying to get his life together and change his life and all that. You feel what I'm saying?
Just on power and shit.
Yeah, just on power. And you know what? It goes back to two things. I remember an old story. Remember I told my daddy was a preacher and owned a mortuary. I remember him telling a story one time of, I don't know the whole story, but the gist of the story was this guy who was a devil worshiper, openly served Satan, used to be able, he gained great riches, fame, used to be able to do stuff, you know what I'm saying, been in different incidents, car accidents and stuff like that, didn't die, very successful in life, you know what I'm saying, but was an advocate devil worshiper. You feel what I'm saying? And the moral of the story was that Satan blesses his angels too. You feel what I'm saying? The same way God blesses his followers, Satan blesses his followers as well. The only difference is, but it's not really different, is when you decide to stop following, there's a consequence to pay. When you decide to stop following God and start following Satan, there's a consequence to pay with your life. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa, it was taught that when you stop following Satan and try to give your life to God, there are certain consequences that Satan try to render up on your life. You feel what I'm saying? And this is why you see a lot of people when they go to church and change their lives and get their lives together, they are really, really, really going through something. It's really something that's tearing them down. Their life is really in a bad position and they go decide to give their life to God and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times those are people who thought about changing and becoming better people long before they walked into a church. You feel what I'm saying? And life start going bad, you know. But it on the other side of that, it makes me wonder, did he know? Because I just recently seen a video of someone saying something about Little Dirk knew that the feds was on him. You know what I'm saying? And that he might have slipped up and had been on a wiretap or something of that nature. Which I wouldn't be surprised, because it is required. I don't know if you guys know this, but it is required up under the Patriot Act that when they do tap your phone or you are up under a wire, when they complete that, they are to inform you that as an American citizen that they tapped your phone. I have gotten that letter before. Big Style have gotten, I know a gang of niggas from the hood who have got that letter before in the mail, letting them know that from such and such a date to such and such a date, they were listening in on your phone call and recording your phone calls. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm wondering if he knew and he got that letter, because I don't know if it's just for California. I've never talked to nobody out of state about it, but I wonder if he knew through the pipeline, or maybe he got some people, you know, police, feds, and all them people be fans of some of these artists. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they might, you know, reach out and call or send a little word like, man, tell him they own him, man, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And I'm wondering if that's what kicked off the change, or was it a true change? And the only reason I question the brother, not to question the brother's faith, you know what I'm saying, but I look at the timeline of, you know what I'm saying, the incident with Quando, Rondo, King Von and all that, to the Beverly Hills gas station incident, to you getting in the studio dropping lyrics about it, to all of a sudden you becoming this, you know what I'm saying, of the Muslim faith and trying to change your life. You know what I'm saying? That's a that's only a year. Yeah, that's only a year time span. That's only a year time span. Quando Rondo, them things, what, just last year or the year before last? That's a very fast pivot.
But I gotta jump, y'all. I'm gonna have to jump off because I got a call in the morning.
Let's get up out of here, man. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, man, but I wanna hop on and talk to you guys some more, man. It's like, you know, I just been driving and doing a whole bunch of stuff today, man. I was a little burnt, but hey,
let
them know your love chopping it with y'all though.
Let them know your socials before you get up out of here.
Yeah, you can catch me at VinnyMac89 on Instagram. That's VINNYMC89. And you know, just tap in. I got some other projects coming up, and I'll be letting everybody know what's going on.
Hey, anybody ever told you look like the nigga from Good Burger?
Which
what's
one?
His name? Yeah, Kale. Yeah, he kind of resemble he kind of resemble him, man. Y'all kind of resemble each other, man. You better do one of them ancestry.coms, man, and see if y'all related, man.
It's crazy. He go to my church, man. He a pastor at my church.
Oh, is he?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he get down, man. He's super spiritual, man. Yeah, he go to my church.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
that's
kids
what's up,
love that
man.
movie. Good Thursday.
Thanks for tapping in, bro. We catch you next
Yeah.
time, bro.
All right, man. Y'all be easy, man. Good talking to y'all again.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna follow you on IG too. I got your info.
Definitely tap in, man. I need your number.
Yes, I definitely will.
All right, now.
All right,
All right.
be
Peace and
easy.
blessings, bro.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Mouthpiece.
Yada out, man. We've been up here doing our thing, man. Appreciate you
Man.
too, man. I'm gonna let you
Man,
get
all
back to your games. I know I done took enough of your time, my nigga.
Yeah.
You the mouthpiece, my nigga. You been
Hey, I need all the listeners out there. Y'all follow the Team Dove Shack Gaming. You know what I'm saying? We on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I got the IG. I'm just waiting on approval from YouTube, but you can still follow the YouTube. I'll be posting up videos, but we're not able to go live on YouTube just yet. But I do be live on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Team Dove Shack Gaming. You know what I'm saying? I will play against you. You know what I'm saying? NBA, Madden, Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying?
PlayStation tag?
My PlayStation tag is my name, BO-ROC, BOROC _20. Ain't hard to find. You know what I'm saying? It's my actual name.
Text me all that shit. I gotta add you.
Yes, definitely that. You know what I'm saying? On Call of Duty, I'm known as Killer Rockzilla. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh
So,
shit. Yeah,
yeah.
blasting shit, huh?
So anybody who play Call of Duty, y'all know my face now. This is Killer Rockzilla. Yeah, the one y'all be scared of, the one y'all jump off on when y'all see me jump on. Yeah, that is I. You know what I'm saying? That is I. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no
make niggas clear the board when you jump on, they get up out of there?
Man, stop playing. Hey, man, I'll wake my girl up right now. She'll tell you, nigga, I do that on Call of Duty and on GTA 6. Nigga, I jump in the lobby on GTA 6, nigga, and everybody will exit that motherfucker. Nigga, I jump up in that motherfucker and just go crazy, nigga. I got listen here, I got everything any nigga could want to go to war. You feel what I'm saying? When it come to like GTA 6 and stuff like that, I got anything anybody need to go to war. You feel me? So when I jump on the game, sometimes I just be in asshole mode and I just jump on the game and just wreak havoc. I don't give a shit. I'm finna just start blowing your shit up. I'm finna just start shooting niggas, murking niggas down for the fuck of it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no purpose. I just jump on the game and just decide to wreak havoc on everybody, and motherfuckers start leaving. They like, we can't make no money, no nothing while this nigga's on the game because he just destroying everything. He keep blowing up everything. Like, I just go on one, my nigga. I just get on one just to see. Hey, look, and I do it. I swear on my life, I do it. Hey, look, I be telling my girl too. I do it just to see if I can clear the game. I'm like, babe, I'm finna jump on to see if I can clear the whole goddamn game out real quick. Make everybody quit in this motherfucker.
Why?
You know what I'm saying?
Man? Don't you want to play against somebody? Like, you want to make everybody.
Sometimes I be liking the flex. You know why? Because a lot of these youngsters be trying to make you feel bad for being older playing video games. It's like, nigga, I'm from the Atari ColecoVision era, bro. I've been playing video games since the first video games was video games. Before there was video games, I was spending dollars. You talking about as a young hustler when I ran away from home? Then I used to sell drugs, nigga, and go spend hundreds on video games. Like literally sit in the liquor store, and spend $50 on Miss Pac-Man or Centipede in all quarters.
Hold on. You wasn't Bo Jackson on Tecmo Bowl, nigga.
Man, stop. Where do you think my name come from? My name BO-ROC comes from Bo Jackson. What do you think?
See? Now we know.
That's where my name comes from. Bo Jackson. Remember the commercial? Bo knows this, Bo knows that. You feel what I'm saying? That's where my name come from, because I was always a smart kid. I always knew everything and whatnot. So they used to be Bo knows. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this nigga Bo know. Y'all Mr. Bo know it all. You know what I'm saying?
You know it all, nigga. Okay.
But listen, one of my homies used to bag on a nigga. My nigga Jermaine, rest in peace. My nigga J-Dog. You know what I'm saying? I used to walk home with this nigga, man. And he lived on the north side. We used to go to his house. You know what I'm saying? My OG homie, Big Cat, man. And this nigga used to be bagging on my motherfucking nose. Bo knows, because you got a big ass nose. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And then, but I used to use my head when I fight. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was the type of nigga who would like grab you and I would just bow, 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 try to ram your whole nose and thing into my head. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I had a rock head. You know what I'm saying? So the homie
I thought the nigga was talking about your head like rock head.
Yeah. No, the homie Crypto came up with that. The homie Crypto, you know what I'm saying? We was in Los Padrinos Juvenile Hall. He came up with that, like, nah, and then you change your name to BO-ROC. You know what I'm saying? It'd be rock. You know what I'm saying? You should be a rock.
You done fuck niggas up.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That's how it went to BO-ROC. But the original Bo part, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because before that, it was Bo Gator. You know what I'm saying? After the homie rest in peace from 19th Street, Keith. You feel what I'm saying? Because I didn't tell you, I didn't tell you when I ran away from home, I used to hang and sell drugs on the block right around the corner from my daddy mortuary.
Oh wow.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's why moms and them never really came and looked for me, because they knew exactly. I ran away from home, but my mom and them knew where the fuck I was. You know what I'm saying? But I was so out there they couldn't make me come home. I actually tried to fight my step pops and whatnot, so they couldn't make me come home.
They was scared of that headbutt, nigga. That BO-ROC.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I was actually right around the corner from my pop's mortuary on 19th Street, where Big Style, you know what I'm saying, is originally from. You know what I'm saying? So when I ran away from home as a youngster, you know what I'm saying, that's how the big homie ended up taking me up under the wing and, you know what I'm saying, showing me how to survive in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Him, my big homie Catman, you know what I'm saying, and my big homie Reese Cup. You know what I'm saying? Them are the three that he took me up under the wing and showed me how to maneuver through the streets and, you know what I'm saying, birthed me to be the man I am today, you know?
Man, that's what's up, man. Salute to and your pops and moms with the church, raised you in church, because that gave you that voice,
Oh
man.
man.
So
It gave me that voice. It gave me that voice, and it gave me that foundation, man.
And
you know, so that foundation,
and
that foundation is so important, and that's lost in our community. It's sad because church turned into such a pimp fiasco, and it's turned into such a fiasco that our people don't really turn to.
Church turned to
You know what I'm saying?
GoFundMe, man. Straight to GoFundMe.
Yeah, it turned to GoFundMe. So therefore, it has. And what's sad, it has cost a lot of people their faith. You know what I'm saying? It cost a lot of people their reliance in turning towards spirituality and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So
taking that out on God, like God don't rock like that, you know. But taking out
exactly.
The preacher pulling up in a Rolls Royce and you still struggling in the projects, and they asking for, 10% of everything you make for the tithes. It's like, God
oh
damn.
man, I just seen somebody famous got a preacher husband. One of these actresses got a preacher husband. It's not Megan Good ex-husband, but it's one of them. And I just seen him doing his little sermon, and he was capping. He was capping like a motherfucker. This nigga told his church that giving to the poor won't benefit you. Giving to the poor don't help you. That God don't want you giving to the poor because the poor is just going to be the poor. That you are supposed to be giving your money to tithes. You are supposed to be giving your money to the church. That's the only way you get your blessings, and that it comes back to you is if you give your money to the church. Man, I was like, nigga, did this nigga, and you got, I'm like, bro, is this?
Man, I gave a homeless dude my last in my pocket. I was at Five Guys, man. I ordered me, Five Guys got the good burgers and shit with the fries. So I'm in that motherfucker. I see him digging in the trash. I'm like, he a black guy. I'm like, man, no, man, I'll buy you a burger. What you want? I said, fuck what you want. I just gave him the money. Like, man, boom. And Five Guys cost hella money. It cost about $15 for a burger. I gave him $9.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't get him shit but some fries. Man, take it all, man. Gave nigga $20. He got the whole shit. Fries and the burger. Did this 1-2, my nigga. After that, the next day I received a hefty blessing, man. Like a nice big check out of nowhere, man. So God will bless you when you look out for the homeless, man. And that shit was so quick.
When you do it especially when you do it from the heart. You feel what I'm saying? See, at that moment when you did that, you didn't break out your phone and be like, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm giving, you know what I'm saying? You did it actually from the heart out of genuine concern. You feel what I'm saying? Which is a whole different value that, you know what I'm saying, we need to install You know what I'm saying? Today, man. You know what I'm saying? Just doing stuff from the heart. Don't do it for the gram. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it for likes. Don't do it for clickbait. Do stuff, actually do good things from the heart. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I can tell you one thing. You can lie to people that follow. You can lie to your family. You can lie to yourself, but can't nobody on this earth lie to God. You feel what I'm saying? So
Amen.
when you perpetrating like you doing something for goodness and you got your phone out and you really doing it for alternative motives, you fooling everybody else except the one person that it counts for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you wonder why it don't come back on you. Why you still got to keep scamming and scheming and doing what you're doing and getting up there preaching them bullshit messages, you know what I'm saying, and trying to take other people's money because you're not really getting your true blessing, because even though you fooling everybody else, you're not fooling God. You feel what
So
I'm saying?
when I go to church, man, I know that it costs. I know what mortgages cost. I know what the bills cost. So when I do give money, I give it to the church to keep the upkeep. You know, I know
Yeah,
everybody's on the
yeah,
payroll.
yeah.
So when I do donate, I know it's going to the church, to the bills. I know God ain't got a God Bank of America to where this money is going to God somewhere. It's not. It's going to fund
Yeah.
to keep the lights on, to keep the bills paid. Period.
Exactly.
Giving the church 10% of everything I make. Sorry, I would give you a nice cool, but nigga, you got the game fucked up. Period. I'm not giving you 10% of shit. Period. But I
Listen,
appreciate the
the
church.
reason
Keep the lights on. Throw you a couple hundred, probably 200 or 300 every time I come through that motherfucker. But 10%, you got the game fucked all the way up.
see here the thing is,
You sound like the taxes, nigga. Taxes already taken enough, nigga.
yeah, I don't believe that the 10% tithes is of, this is just my personal belief, of the original teachings. I believe that's one of the things that were added in by the Roman Empire, by King James and all that, to collect people's money. Because when we're talking the
Well, that was
original
the first
times,
taxes. That was before we had taxes, federal taxes. The tithes was the first taxes. Now let's talk.
yeah, but what was going on before there was a money system?
Trade.
No, but I'm talking about as far as the you supposed to be giving 10% of your tithes to the church. There was no church when Jesus walked the earth. There were temples, you know. Before Jesus walked the earth, there was no church. There were places where people gathered to pray and have church, but there were no actual church buildings, you know. So what were these people, when before there was a money system, there was still the requirement, you know. In the Old Testament, they made sacrifices. They sacrificed lamb, they sacrificed goats, they sacrificed different things in different religious cultures, fruit, vegetables, all type of different stuff. When did it turn into a monetary system to where we require 10% of your dollars of what you earning? You know what I'm saying? That sound more like IRS type of talk.
That's the taxes.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the first form of taxes. Period.
Yeah, and that was created by, if I'm not mistaken, that was recreated by the Roman Empire.
Yeah, King
You know what I'm
James.
saying?
You get,
That was
hey man, see, that's why you blessed, bro, because you spiritually inclined, man, and you was raised in a church just like me. I used to go to church every day of the week, but Saturday with my grandma. Literally, my grandma was the accountant of the church, so all the tithes she had to count it up and put in envelopes and shit, make sure everybody get their money and shit. So I seen the system firsthand. Like they all
Yeah.
get checked. Even my grandma got a bag. They all divvying that shit up. Everybody got envelopes at the end of the
Yeah.
You feel me? Grandma played the
Yeah.
piano, sing in the choir, the whole shit. So I played the bongos, sung in the choir, hella shit. So the whole
Yep,
shit.
they would divvy it up. It was some go to the preacher, some go towards the
Evangelist,
actual things, the things of the church. But
some
then
go
the
towards the
evangelist, Eventually, the couple of deacons get a little thing to the pocket. Church,
all the
church
motherfuckers that sat on stage got a motherfucking envelope. Period.
Yeah, well, look. In our church, it was everybody. Once they did the collection, everybody went to the back room with the collection plate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's what they did. You know what I'm saying?
Counting this shit up, and everything in envelopes, and then after church let out, they all go back to my grandma, and she passed out them envelopes. Yeah, my grandma in that back room divvying shit up. So I seen the whole play. That shit ain't going to God. that ain't God, my nigga. I seen it. I know what's up. So I would just give my money to the church. I know what they're doing.
He said that shit ain't.
That shit up like Monopoly money. Like you get the Monopoly money, you pass that shit on the whole board. Like you get it. That shit up like Monopoly money.
It kind of tell you. It kind of tell you why the preachers and the people sitting on the stage, they was always able to go out to the restaurant after church. They didn't have to go home and eat. They went to the restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who sat out in the church, they got to go home and cook and eat Sunday dinner. Everybody who sat up on the pool pit, they all going to a restaurant. Family going to a restaurant to have Sunday dinner. Big steakhouse.
They own the steakhouse they going to. Hey, come to our steakhouse. Like, nigga, that type of shit. Like, nigga, what? Nigga. And we've been talking about this motherfucking new church building for 2 decades, and you got a goddamn, you got a decade, nigga. We talking church fund, new church building fund. This nigga steadily flipping new cars, new businesses and shit. Like, when we gonna get this new church? And we need a new building, man. Niggas giving all the money, new church fund.
See,
nigga.
I think that's what was most attractive about my mom's and them church. That, you know what I'm saying, Church of Christ. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, I never like really rock with Jehovah Witness and whatnot, but I think that's what attracts people to Jehovah Witness. And also because you don't find the preachers rolling around in big cars, living in big houses. You know what I'm saying? They usually, I know when it comes to Church of Christ, is all the ministers in every single church is living on a minimum salary. Almost every single pastor in Jehovah Witness or Church of Christ got jobs, got regular 9-to-5 jobs. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes to stuff like these other religions, you always got to question a religion who has a pastor that don't have a 9-to-5 job, period. You got to always look into that. You got to always be on question about that. You know what I'm saying? So you taking enough out of all this. You taking enough out of all this to fund your lifestyle, to put your kids through school, to put groceries on your plate for the whole week. And just remember, this is a once a week check. This is a once a week cash payment that you're getting. It ain't even coming in the form of a check. You know what I'm saying? But they do have people who write checks to the church. So the church got a bank account, you know what I'm saying, that they pay you out of as well. So not
you only get paid every 2 weeks as a regular worker. How is you giving tithes every fucking week if you didn't get paid every week?
Because he up there, because you're going to his concert every week. Whatever preacher is up there on that stage, you attending his concert every week. And it's the same way as when we get up there and perform. Every time we hit that stage, we want what? We want our motherfucking money. We want our bag. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of these preachers is up there doing. They not up there really teaching and trying to save lives and save souls. They up there putting on a concert. And this is why they expect to be paid every time they get off stage. They want the big bag.
I told my preacher, man, hey, man, damn, I forgot I ain't got no cash. He said, nigga, ATM right there, man. Just walk down the aisle. We got 2 ATMs at the end of the aisle. One right there. One. I said, oh, my God. They want my bread, nigga. I went straight to the ATM, got there $100, and there you go, champ. He walked me to the ATM. Hey, man, I show you. You can't not follow the preacher like, oh, you could be capping like, what ATM? Like, nigga, he walked me like, hey, let me show you. It's right here.
Never.
That shit out.
Understand something too. When you giving tithes
to the ATM, listen, like, oh, let me show you.
Because you got to realize something too. You got to realize something too, bro. I know it costs to keep.
PIMP. Put it in my pocket, nigga. He wanted.
I
his
know
way,
it costs to keep the church running. It costs to keep the church running. But keep in mind this: churches don't pay taxes. A lot of times they get discounts on their light bill. They get discounts on electricity. They get discounts on their water bill. You know what I'm saying? They get discounts on
How
all
about the whole shit is tax free? They don't pay taxes. Let's get to that.
at all.
And it could be grants. You could get the building from a grant. Let's talk
Yeah.
about that. So hey,
Yeah.
hey, it's all. It could be 100% all profit. You never know.
It is. It is. It's 100. Why you think Joel Osteen lived the way he do? Because it's 100% all profit. You know what I'm saying? TD Jakes. Why you think they live the way they do? You feel what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, they own their own jets. They own multiple houses. You know what I'm saying? If you look at any one of these, what I call televangelists, you know what I'm saying?
They damn near billionaires, my nigga. Literally.
Yeah.
If not already.
Yeah.
Literally.
You know?
But yeah. Let's end this shit, bro. I appreciate you, my nigga. We're gonna get back to it. You know what I mean? And shit, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate your time
Yeah.
and wisdom. You know what I mean? You always dropping good knowledge that they can't get in college. You feel me? Unless they go to
Yes, sir.
motherfucking
Yes,
Long
sir.
Beach and with Bo knows himself. You feel me? Yada day boy.
Hey, said Cleflo Dollar been having an ATM since 2010.
That nigga want his mama. He want all this guap.
Hey, well, check it out. Like I told you, if you go to Vegas, you know what I'm saying? It's the church that I went to, it was close by Summerlin. I don't remember the name of it, but it's on the Summerlin side. I don't even know if it was there. This was like 2005, 2006. But it's a church over that way. It's a black preacher. If I'm not mistaken, he was inside the video The Secret. He's one of the people that's talking inside the video The Secret, that popular video that was out.
Oh shit.
But his church is the one. They not only got the ATM, my nigga got the slot machine in that motherfucker, nigga.
They want all they muns, nigga.
They want
not
all
a little bit.
they want all of it, nigga. If you don't want to give your tithe, if you got a gambling problem and you want to save your money and don't want to give your tithes, you can give your tithes and satisfy your gambling addiction right out in the lobby, my nigga.
And praise the Lord. Because all the civil got
Oh man, on that note, I'm gone, man. Salute,
my
buddy.
nigga. One love, nigga. Yada, man.
Yes.
God damn, man. BO-ROC and this motherfucking dub shag thing. We've been on a long one tonight. Dynamite Smoke a Lot Radio, man. It's your host with the most motherfucking culatto smoke, and motherfucking BO-ROC is the best co-host you can ever have because he knows, nigga. He been spitting game and wisdom. You know what I mean? Big salute to Vince, you know what I mean? Tapping in, man. Y'all go watch motherfucking, what's the name of the movie? The Boneyard. I'm going to go check that out with 50 Cent and Mel Gibson tonight, Dynamite. And we had a great motherfucking show, man. Big salute to BO-ROC too, man. Y'all go check him out. He got a new podcast coming up. BO-ROC, what the hell? It's a gaming podcast. This is going to be dope. A live gaming podcast. BO-ROC is a super big gamer. You heard him talking about he killed Rock on PlayStation and shit. He kill Rock, he killing shit. So he definitely about to bring that and his game, and he got a lot of knowledge, you know what I mean, to the game and to the podcast shit. So he about to do the shit at the Coin too on a big ass super screen. It's the size of the whole fucking wall, man. So it's about to be lit, man, for BO-ROC podcast, man. So y'all tap in and check in. Oh, this nigga Code 187 called me hella late, man. Hold on, I'm gonna ask Code 187 this question on camera. Hutch, mate. Hutch.
What's cracking, kinfolk?
Oh, man, I ain't want to call you this late in the morning, man. You up, my G?
No, I'm good. What's that?
Man, this call 187, right?
Yeah, what up, dog?
Oh, man, I was just on the phone. I mean, I'm live on a podcast. Can we talk? We live right now. We live, man. So look, I want to get BO-ROC ass back up in here. So I was telling BO-ROC, right? I was telling BO-ROC that y'all bought G-Funk to, you know, the Dog Pounder to Dre, basically, right? And he was saying that no, y'all didn't, nigga. Dre already had G-Funk on NWA. I said no, not at all. I said when Hutch and them came, y'all, everybody on the chat, this is Hutch Code 187 from motherfucking above the law, man. You feel me? The big boy. You feel me? The big dog, man, that made all the beats, man. So BO-ROC said, hell no, man. We already had it, man. And then who really made G-Funk was Cocaine, because he coined the word. I said, man, I called you hella times. You see, you miss hella calls. So I said, man, let me call motherfucking Code 187 right now, because I know I just interviewed him. He said, we bought G-Funk to motherfucking Dr. Dre.
Yeah, well, it ain't. The thing is where everything gets kind of like, the lines get blurred is this. First of all, you can't bring up Cocaine because Cocaine come up under above the law. So if you're saying Cocaine brought it in, that must mean that's where it came from.
That's what I said. I said Cocaine. Go ahead. Keep talking.
So that blows his concept up first. Now, when you talking about weed and talking about NWA, well, it's only a few people that exist around NWA. Okay, above the law is on the intro of Niggas for Life. Okay. Well, there's a reason that we on the intro for Niggas for Life, which means we was around during that time. You get what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Thirdly, the person who first coined G-Funk is Tupac on Call It What You Want, which is on Black Mafia Life, which was recorded at the same time as Niggas for Life was recorded, right?
Oh, wow.
Now, no one was saying nothing was G-Funk, nothing was this until he asked KMG and Laylaw what was the sound. Well, the way Hutch is flipping it as a producer, we just call it G-Funk.
Right.
Because the beats are slowed down and we sing it on top of it. We putting chords and melody and all that shit on top of it. Same shit that Warren G coined on the G-Funk era, right?
Right.
How it's actually done. Now, another point that is made, Warren tells you the story where the origin of G-Funk come from. I was developing Niggas for Life. I was as Dre was developing Niggas for Life, I was developing Black Mafia Life, right?
Right.
At the same time.
Right.
That's where I started doing a lot of stuff with the funky undertones. And even y'all, when I met the Loonies first, remember I played the demos of Black Mafia Life for y'all. Like BSOP, Call It What You Want, all that. All that's around the time that we were doing that Niggas for Life was being done.
Right.
Now, if you want to say that Dre was using something that had Parliament feel to it, yeah, but that's not G-Funk. G-Funk is any kind of thing that in the first actual song that was done, that's a G-Funk record, is called For the Funk of It, which is on the EP, which is, all this stuff is before Niggas for Life. So on the EP called Vocally Pimpin', which was done in between Living Like Hustlers and Black Mafia Life, and it predates The Chronic, right? Now, what happened was, since I'm Dr. Dre's understudy, since people don't know that, I was his understudy at Ruthless, there's a lot of things I was doing as a young producer that was influencing everybody in the whole camp. Yup.
Right. Right.
That style was the style that I was influencing them with, to slow the beats down, put singing on top of it. Because if you notice, yeah, people are rapping the Parliament and this and Zap and Roger and all different kind of stuff. But no, at that time, everything is kind of boom bap.
It was like Public Enemy. They was like straight out of Compton, like a gangster Public Enemy song.
Yeah, even if you listen to Niggas for Life, it's like boom bap.
Right.
You know, it's not slowed down. Everybody decided to slow it down when they, around my camp, which BO-ROC would. Who name did you say?
BO-ROC from Dub Shack. Dub Shack.
Wasn't that Ruthless? You get it?
Right.
All of this stuff you talking about happened at Ruthless. It predates Death Row.
Right. That's what I was telling them. I said, nigga, you bought that to Dre at Ruthless. Like, yeah, you bet.
Absolutely. Yeah, he was influenced by what I was doing as his young understudy. You know what I mean? He didn't take anything. It just influenced it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like I told you on your show, it was an influence.
Right.
Everything was an influence. It's not back then. You know how it was. Everybody was influenced. Everybody in studios listening to people shit. Vibes. Oh, I'm gonna jump on that. Oh, I'm gonna try that style. Oh, let me integrate that into what I'm doing.
Yeah, still sharp as steel. You feel me?
There you go. That's how it happened.
Right.
You know, so you can't bring up cocaine and not say, okay, the origin of what because I invented his style. Me as a producer.
Right.
I invented what he took over the Doghouse and all that comes from me.
Right.
As a producer. Do it this way. Sing it this way. Put the melodies like this. You feel me?
And then y'all all from the same area, right?
He's from our origin. You know, Cocaine, my baby cousin. He's from I got him his deal at Ruthless. You know, I bought him the Laylaw, rest in peace. Tell my little, I got this idea I want to do called Cocaine. I even gave the man his name. He's through my origin. You know?
Right. That's what I told BO-ROC. He said, man, the one who coined that phrase was Cocaine. I said, that's above the law umbrella. They all from Pomona, my nigga. They all came from Pomona. That's it. That's their crew. It's like when Snoop and them had their crew that came from Long Beach. That's the above the law crew. They came from Pomona, my nigga. That's their crew.
Snoop them come up through us. 213 came to us first.
See, he said it. Now that's another one. He said it was Big C Style who put them on.
Listen, what I'm trying to tell you, the first people who put them on was Warren brought them to us. Warren come out of our camp. Warren G comes from above the law camp. At Ruthless, we were an entity at Ruthless, right?
Right.
The reason why we were our own entity at Ruthless is because when we came to Ruthless in '88, we already were self-produced. I already was producing above the law already.
Right.
Walking through the doors at Ruthless. So what Easy did, Easy was like, look, I'm gonna get you your own studio, I'm gonna get you your own little landing pad, I'm gonna get you your own little get down. And that's how it was. So when we was developing the whole Law House thing, and you know about this because you start being around it later on. You know what I mean?
Right.
When Law was developing Law House, I was his Dr. Dre basically.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So Snoop, so Warren bought Snoop to me first. Nate Dogg to me. Then when everything fell apart, when Suge came in and basically said, okay, I'm gonna go, me, Doc, Dre, the rest of us gonna go and we gonna start Death Row because of the fallout with Jerry Heller, that's when the clique broke in half.
Right.
Some decided to continue, some decided to go and start working with Dre. We actually stayed with Eric. That's how it happens.
Right. But it all was one umbrella at Ruthless at one point in time.
It all was under one umbrella. Everything would have came through Ruthless.
Wow.
At that time. There was no Death Row before that. And nobody can tell a story but me because I was there. You can't tell a story if you come 2 years later at Death Row. That's not the beginning of the story.
Right. And that's what I was trying to tell him. I said, man, Hutch and them said they bought the G-Funk too. I mean, they bought the funk sound to Dr. Dre, to Ruthless.
It didn't sound like that before we came. If you just do the history.
My nigga, I know music. I know your music. Even Living Like a Hustler's that was funky. That's your first album. That's the first one I was on before the Black Superman, the Living Like a Hustler album. I was doing all the old school funk samples.
Absolutely, yeah, slowing the shit down and putting shit on when they take Call My Weapon and that cookie start blasting, all that shit.
Right.
We was already doing the funkier vibes. It's not what we're using. Like I explained to you on your show when I did your podcast. It's not just, and you know it because you lived it. It's not just Parliament. It's not just, you feel me? People get too caught up on that saying that's G-Funk. It's these elements that you use that makes it that.
No, it's live instrumentation. It's that bass. It's that bass.
There's the bass.
You know what I mean?
It could be a jazz loop. You know, just like when you and KMG did Soul Searching, that's considered like a G-Funk record.
Right.
You know, because it's done by the originator, which is me as the producer.
Right.
You know. When we did Call It What You Want, Call It What You Want was done. Call It What You Want was done when Niggas for Life was done. Now, if you created something Why didn't you call it that when you was at Ruthless? We were the only person calling it that at Ruthless.
Because they was calling they shit Ruthless.
Yeah, we was calling our sound G-Funk.
Yeah, they was like, they Ruthless. They
Pop said,
gangsters. I never heard them niggas. I never heard Ice Cube. None of them niggas. MC Ren say G-Funk one time in a rhyme.
Until it came out of Pac mouth, and how it came out of Pac mouth was that Pac said, "What y'all call y'all sound?" Oh, we call it G-Funk, man. We just around the street, we just call it gangster funk. He's like, okay, all right, well, we don't hang around. I'll call it G-Funk, but you can call it what you want. That's the first person that ever said G-Funk.
So it wasn't cocaine.
It's Pac.
Oh wow.
Tupac is the first one who coined it on a record call it what you want.
Come on, man. Pac, man.
Sorry.
Not cocaine, man.
And you know, him getting on record with us was an accident because Shy G missed the session and he came with Money B.
Right.
And we just put him on the record because we liked that verse that he had on the same song. And he's like, oh, little homie, get out, let's give him a shot. He wasn't nobody at the time.
Right. Like, okay. So this is right. This is the fresh off the same song. So y'all had him on that. Then he got on MC Breeze shit after that.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
Yeah, see, a lot of stuff you're gonna talk to me. It predates a bunch of shit that niggas think they talking about because it's like years before any of this stuff even evolved.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's years. What we talking about is years before the Chronic. It's years. You feel me?
Right. Right. It's years before. But they even made
like early 91 type shit, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Late 90, early 91, you know.
That's what I told him. So thanks for clearing that shit up, man. And you got it on the podcast because they heard him like, nah, man, it was C-Style, it was Warren, it was cocaine. I'm like, bro, they up under the umbrella. Okay.
Yeah, and everybody will come and tell you that it come through that. It'll tell you it comes through all motherfucking things that are correct come through the Brother Law camp. In turn, I was the head of it. I was the producer that brought that sound to it.
That's what I told him. I said Hutch was the producer. I said, man, listen, man. Everybody in the chat listening, they say, Yuck was right. I told you, like, I don't be like, especially if I'm speaking on somebody else's history. Like, this is what I heard from you. I'm like, I swear, I heard Hutch say, like, they bought G-Funk.
I come before all that. You can't tell me. You can't tell. I know where all the bodies is at, though. Yep. Right. I come before all of that. You can talk. But I'll sit in the room where these were ideas. When I sit in the room where Death Row was just an idea. They came to my mama house and told me. She came to my mama house and said, this is what I want to do. Woo, woo, woo. You know?
It was named something else before Death Row, right?
DEF Row. It wasn't called Death. It was called DEF Row.
Oh, like Def Jam. Like Def Jam.
Unknown. Yeah. You know, yeah, him and when they was originally putting it together, that's how all these things, I'm just giving you the order, brother. I ain't trying to take nobody's glory away from nobody, say nobody is nothing. Everybody great in their own right, but everything has an origin, y'all. Like, people have to stop doing that in hip-hop too, yup. You know what I mean?
Trying to erase the history.
Just trying to make it seem like you taking away from somebody because of the history. Everything has an origin, y'all. You know what I mean? Everything. Sorry. You know. Yeah. You know how I met you. You know, you have an origin. You told yourself, I was like, yeah, I was around when he was a grimy young nigga trying to, get on. I remember them days with Chris. You know what I mean? You have an origin too. No matter how it panned out or came out, bro, we all have an origin, bro. You
Absolutely.
Know what I mean? That's what's sad about us in hip hop is that everybody want to say certain stories and argue, but a lot of people are telling you from their point, and they're like 5 or 6. They're like more like 5 or 6 years removed from what happened. Originally. Right. Like when I originally come out of the Eazy-E camp in the beginning. You know what I mean? Right. When we were trying to do a bunch of shit. It actually ended up working. You know what I mean? Fortunately, it worked for all of us. But people can't come along lately and say, oh, this is where people came up, and this is where this came up, and this is where, because there are things that happened before. Okay, I'm going to give you another tidbit, I'm going to jump off.
Okay.
When everything broke up, for as them deciding to go to death row, to go be on death row and us stay ruthless, Dr. Dre came to me and said, hey, I'm trying to, I know you've been working with this kid, but I'm trying to do some work with him. I heard a demo and I like what he's doing. He said, I just want to come and ask you, is that cool, for me to do? What you think about it? Now, at that point, I could have said, no, don't fuck with it. I said, man, that dude could go. I was trying to develop him, but, shit went bad over here. And they decided to try their free agency, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Right, as they should.
Right. And he asked me, he asked me, should he do it? And I was like, hell yeah, because Snoop can go.
Right. Right.
Now, that's no kick on what, I'm just saying that's the level of respect that I have in this game. So when you come to, and I respect BO-ROC, but it's like your listeners that are listening, we have to stop omitting history and hip hop.
Right.
Right. And just taking it for what it is, because people start showing and talking about their glory days. And I said, well, what happened before that? Well, what happened when the cliques broke up? What happened? Who did what? How did this emerge? How did this evolve? How did this, you know what I mean?
Right.
So you're right, yeah. You're right. This happened way before the Chronic. This happened in the midst of what was going on at Ruthless, And we say Living Like Hustlers came out in 90. Do your history. When did the Chronic come out?
Right. 91. Yeah, you was there.
So
no, 92. 92. That shit came out in 92.
92.
So yeah, you was there. That shit came out in 90. It came out the same year the motherfucking riots, nigga. When the OJ trial was, it came out that same year. They had riots about the Rodney King.
Yeah.
Same year the Rodney King shit was. I remember I was locked up, nigga, when that Rodney King shit happened, nigga. Yeah, he dropped that same year. You're right.
So think about it. What you're talking about is a few years before that.
Right. So yeah, you was there before all that shit happened. So yeah, I already knew it, bro.
So before you can start bringing up any of these other names, there are names that you have to bring up that were already actively doing things in the industry before any of this. Right. You can't come along and be like, oh, well, I sung on Straight Outta Compton. Unless you say you sung on Straight Outta Compton, you can't really conversate with me.
Right about that.
Unless you say you sung on No One Can Do It Better or Michel'le's first record. You can't come 3-4 years later and say you know the history of what's going on.
Right.
That's no kick on a person saying it, but you don't know the real origins of things.
Right. I think he was basically saying that Big C-Style was just driving him around. Like he was walking them through doors. Like he damn near introduced. Did C-Style bring Snoop to y'all?
No, he didn't.
It was Warren G.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, like I said, all of this predates anything even being popping. This is Ruthless. This is during the Ruthless days. Snoop already went on shows and told you his origin. His original origin is through Above the Law. He'll tell you that.
Right.
It's not through the other stuff is after the clique broke up.
Right. Right. So he was bringing them to Death Row, and when he was doing his Death Row shit, like even studio time, all that, slide them through.
That's later.
Right, that's later. Okay, so y'all both right, but it's different time periods.
Yeah. The Death Row connection is later, but
the G-Funk shit, he's totally wrong about that.
He's totally wrong about that.
Totally fucking wrong about that. And I told him.
All that stuff happens at Ruthless.
Okay.
Everything that you're talking about happened at Ruthless Records. Okay?
Facts. I already heard the story. Between you, Laylaw, rest in peace, and Gomac, nigga. I know the history, period.
There you go. Yeah, and all of ours line up.
Right. All of it line up, man.
If you want to Warren, he'll tell you the same story.
Right. He done said the same shit. So
there you go.
On multiple interviews. You know what I mean? So
there you go. So I don't know why people's eyes ain't open and watching TV.
Right.
You know what I mean? So everybody just listening, everybody saying, no, it ain't, and this and this and that. But that's not neither nor to take away from what nobody is doing. But like I said, your whole ticket blow up when you say cocaine brought it, because cocaine comes through us. So you can't say that he did something. If you don't trace back and say, okay, well, where did he get it from? He got it from he didn't get it from that because they weren't doing it that way until we was doing it.
Right.
So you ain't wrong. Yep. You know, and like I said, you know these stories personally.
Right.
So it ain't like you trying to, it ain't like you trying to say like or take away from. And I love C-Style. C-Style did a lot of things. C-Style brought Crooked, to the table.
Yeah, he brought Crooked. A lot of people. Yeah, he put a lot of people on.
Big C-Style is a hell of a dude, man. Good dude. That's my partner. That's my brother. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, he'll even tell you the story. Like there are things that Hutch did way before any of us. He'll tell you the same story.
Okay.
Even though people don't want to give me that, because me, I'm a laid back street nigga.
Right.
And I keep it official.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I made my bones though, yup. You know what I mean? So thank you.
No, man, we gotta let the youth know, the people know. You know what I mean? Period. Right. When we talk that history, man, we got, especially when you got the OGs and the veterans. Like we the veterans, we gotta tell the truth. It ain't like it's coming from a young nigga that don't know. We know. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So we gotta tell the truth, man. So thank you, Hutch, for tapping in, man. Appreciate you, and appreciate you letting the people know. You know what I mean? The real deal from the horse's mouth.
There it is. There.
You feel me? You have a great night. Happy holidays, my brother.
All right, too, brother.
All right, yada. That was Hutch, man, from above the law, man. Tapped in right on time, man. I told that nigga, man, me and BO-ROC gonna have to get back on this motherfucking debate, man. He tapped out right when he called, man. God damn, man. But it's been a good night at Smoke a Lot Radio, man. It's your host with the most cool. I don't smoke, nigga. Somebody said, y'all getting tired, man. I know y'all getting tired. We've been in this bitch for damn near 4 hours, man. So I'm gonna let y'all go to sleep. We had great dialogue, though. Times fly when you're having fun. I didn't even know it was like 3.5 hours, but we've been having a lot of fun, a lot of dialogue, a lot of content, man. I'm glad y'all still tapped in and having fun and fucking with us this late on the vampire side of the game. You feel me? Happy holidays, man. Everybody, man, get your kids what they need, even if they bad, snotty nose niggas, man. Get them what they need, man. Bring the family together, get the Christmas trees, get them lights, man. Design the house up, man. Get the motherfucking holidays right. You know what I mean? Bring the family together, man. If you're an old nigga, man, eat your motherfucking, drink your motherfucking cognac and your eggnog, man. If you're a youngster, man, get your cookies and milk going, you feel me? And yeah, man, we out this motherfucker, man. Salute to y'all, man. Hit smokealotrecords.com. Get the merch to make your body twerk, the music to make your body do it, man. Hit firstcomicsusa.com. Get my new comic, The Legend of Yuck Mouth Part 2. This is the second edition, man. The first one is up there, too, with a whole soundtrack. Grab both the motherfuckers. Support the mob. And if you appreciate the conversation, make a donation, which somebody has made. So let me do the Cash App alert before I get up out of here. You feel me? I appreciate the donations, man. You dig? It definitely helps the motherfucking program, man. Somebody said, what they say? What in the 470 PH is this, man? Hey. Yeah, man, them Cash Apps is going up, man, and I'm getting a new computer. You dig, yada that boy, man. So I appreciate everybody, but I'm gonna grab that regardless. But definitely, man, new Cash App alert, man. Ooh, okay. What's the new one? Okay, boom. This month. Okay, December. Today, boy, hey, man, I ain't mad on it, man. Hey, fuck it, man. It all that up, man. Oh, yeah. Cash App alert, Cash App alert. Cash App alert, Cash App alert. Big Cash App alert, man, to motherfucking Vincent, man. Our people's Vincent Wright, man. Boy music, man. You feel me? For the soft dollar on it, man. Dollar to make them holler. You feel me? Cash App alert, Cash App alert. Man, all of that shit add up, man. You feel me? I appreciate it, man. Twos and fews, you know what I mean? Turns into big money. You feel me? So appreciate everything, man. It's hard times out here, man. You don't have to donate nothing. I know people are struggling. People barely can afford to buy their Christmas gifts right now, pay their bills. So we appreciate anything that throw at the table. Just don't throw no motherfucking no coins, man. No 50 cent, man. I think Cash App take like a lot of the 50. Don't fuck with y'all, man. But thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all time. Y'all get in the chat. Y'all talking y'all shit, man. Salute to the nation, the gang, the committee, the mods doing a motherfucking job, man. Salute to the panel, man. Big salute to BO-ROC. Big salute to motherfucking Vince. Y'all check out his movie, man, The Boneyard with 50 Cent and Mel Gibson. And we out this thing. Smoke a Lot Radio. Bye-bye now. Y'all have a good night or a good morning. You dig? Oh, bye. Yada-da.